Shit, I would put my Twitch on instead of my big channel. Didn't even notice it. Well, go get some. Nick will be Lord Quaz. Hey Quaz, I found you on Facebook. We Facebook friends. Jayla, what's up? What's up? Everybody come on in the building. Guess what, y'all? We at 6,000 subscribers. Round of applause. 6,000. Never thought I'd see the mother freaking day. Never thought I would see the day. Yeah, I know. I got two Facebooks too. I got one with my regular name and one with my YouTube name. Actually, I got a my TV page too, a YouTube page. So come on in the building. We got some stuff to talk about. I'm gonna try not to curse. Try not to curse because all my stuff be in the yellow. We trying to get them Jones to green. So y'all hear me cussing, y'all gotta be like Remy. Y'all gotta catch me. That's I need y'all to do that. Y'all hear me cussing, y'all gotta be like, oh Remy, chill. You gotta tone it down. Tone it down. Oh, you sent me a Facebook request? Let me see. Cause I don't be looking at them Jones. I don't be looking at them Jones. So I be getting requests from a lot of fucking fake pages and shit like that. Come on, buddy. Hold on. God damn, this thing tight. Who the fuck bought you this tight ass shirt? Can't even get my hands through the sleeves to fix it. Here, buddy. Come here. Come on in the building. You said you don't mind the cussing. I know, but it apparently it's putting my my videos in the yellow. So we're gonna try it out and see what happens. Y'all got this back in the living room all dirty. So come on in the building, hit that like button. We got a lot to unpack. We got a little bit to unpack. What we got? We got the transgender lady in Philadelphia. That's why I'm reporting on it, because the transgender lady in Philadelphia decided she wanted to R-word 3 children underage. So we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about how Vlad told Hassan that him recording Nipsey Hussle with some fuck shit to his face. He told that with some fuck shit. Period. I don't care what you say. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix this shit. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to clean up the living room a little bit. Goddamn kid. All right, that's good enough. Somebody in my comments the other day was like, "Clean up your house." I'm like, dude, I got fucking kids that play out in this goddamn living room every goddamn morning. Got fucking 5 kids in here. What are you talking about? You know how hard it is to keep a house clean? You know how many times a day we clean this goddamn apartment? Professor Cupcakes in the building. What's up? Enlighten my journey. Salute. Hey, Enlighten Journey. I saw you put that picture up with Epstein. That joint with the Island Boys. They reaching on that one, sis. They really reaching on that one. They don't look nothing like them 2 little boys. It might be though. Them niggas was kissing and shit. You never know. Them niggas on some freak shit themselves. So I don't know. It don't look like them to me though. But you never know nowadays. You never know. I'm woofing too. I got a hair appointment. Remy getting his shit retwisted tomorrow. So fuck you. Oh, I did it again. F you. If you laughing at my wolf. If you laughing at my wolf. F you. I'm getting my shit done tomorrow. I'm getting my dreads twisted tomorrow. Exactly. Somebody said clean up your house. I was like, you don't see all these goddamn kids running back and forth? Right. I'm wolfing like a motherfucker. Oh, Quaz, that's how you feel? He put the wolf emojis. That's how you feel? Forget y'all. What type of friends is y'all? I've been wolfing this whole time. Ain't nobody say, hey, Remy, it's time to get that done. You just putting wolf emojis in there. That's how you feel? See, I can laugh at myself. Like if people make jokes about me, I laugh at. If it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. So we're gonna give it about another minute or two for some more people to get in the building. I know it's early. Y'all had work today? Everybody had off. Everybody I know, they all had off. Christmas break. He said, "Don't be like little feet now." I'm drinking my eggnog. Got me some nog. Y'all ever see Fairly Odd Parents? The dad, how he be bugging over his eggnog. Nog, don't touch my nog. He was bugging over that eggnog. Anybody ever see that episode of Fairly Odd Parents? When Timmy dad was tripping over the eggnog every time somebody touched his head, don't touch my nog. Drink the whole jug of that shit. But we got 6,000 subscribers. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We got 6,002 subscribers. It's probably going to go down. It goes up and down, fluctuate, but 6,002 subscribers. Yeah, I ain't got no I got the non-alcoholic eggnog. I got it from Wawa. Ain't no alcohol in that. I can't drink alcohol no more. Anyway, y'all saw what happened last time. Remy almost died. I ain't touching the drip. Ain't not a drip of alcohol touching his tongue ever again. Never. Ever, ever. You ever see Noah? But don't you ever talk to me? in. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today's topic, I wanted to report on this because this is a Philadelphia thing. Even Umar Johnson spoke out on it. We're gonna play Umar's video too. Um, Philadelphia ABC Community. Yo, Norbert is one of my all-time favorite movies. I don't mean to get off topic, but Norbert is one of the most underrated movies. They had fucking Mike Epps, Eddie Griffin, Marlon Wayans, Terry Crews, who the dude with that was in the barbershop, him. They had so many comedic legends in there that people did not realize. Like the lineup was crazy. It was like Harlem Nights. The lineup was like the modern Harlem Nights. The bleep, yeah, I know. I keep slipping. Hold on. I keep slipping. How you doing? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. My favorite scene was what's her name? Uh, when she was he found out that she went on a date with the bull, and she started putting the salt on the pizza. He was on a date with that fine ass girl. You got me. No, but you got me cussing up in church. Heavenly Father. No, but you got me cussing up in church. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, please forgive me for my sins. I'm about to kill him. Yo, Eddie played the shit out of that movie though. But let's get into this. Philadelphia ABC Community activists. This wasn't just a regular LGBTQ plus person. This was a well-known activist. Oh yeah, you want to see a bitch go down a slide? That's my part too. You want to see a bitch go down a slide? Oh no. My favorite part was when he was watching Maury. In the case a little baby is take the test. Take the test. In the case a little baby, how you doing? When he was watching Maury, you don't want to talk about the baby. Take the test. Take the test. That shit had me dying. Cuban Gooding Jr. I forgot about it. And Cat Williams. That lineup was so fucking crazy. But a well-known LGBTQ community activist. This is a trans I don't know what fucking correct term. I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, you ain't seen my Bobby Boucher? Hold up, 215. I put this on when Charleston White got tackled the other day. When they tackled Charleston White the other day, I threw on my Bobby Boucher. Transgender. Yes, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. A transgender or a transformer. Bring it back. Apparently, R-worded 2 children under 13. 2 children under 13. You know where I got this from too? And it's authentic too. Stitch jersey and everything. Amazon. Guess how much? $16 on Amazon. Look it up. How you doing? You got the white one too. But I got the pinky. I got the pinky joint. The pinky joint. I got that too. I got the pink one and the black one. Amazon. But yeah, He apparently R-worded 2 children under the age of 13. And what makes this situation so crazy is this guy was a well-known activist in Philadelphia. So before we start this, we want to put the disclaimer out there. This is for educational purposes. Oh shit, I took it down. Hold on, I'll put it. Hold on. We gotta do this first because you know when you playing what's the name? When you playing these joints, you gotta be careful. Hold up. We gotta put that disclaimer out there real quick before we even get started. We got to put that disclaimer out there before we even start any of this. Cause you know how these motherfuckers is. You know how these people are. Sorry about that. You know how these people are. So
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You know, I did one album with me.
ooh, we ain't gonna go there. Ooh, we ain't gonna go there. That nigga in a whole lot of trouble. That's a whole different topic. All right, now let's get into what happened with this ABC community guy and these little boys that he was touching. Because and the thing about it is, Umar did have a point. All we have been hearing lately is straight people. That's all we've been hearing about is straight people doing these things. We never hear any about any people from that community doing it. Hey Max, what's up? Yeah, and I wanted to do some other topics, and this is part of my community. I am part of the Philadelphia community, so I felt as though I had the need to report on this. No, this is a transgender woman. I think a transgender woman is a guy, born a guy, trying to be a woman. Am I correct on that, or that's a transgender man? I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. I'm not doing it to be smart. I really don't want to mess it up. Oh yeah, we can talk about that too. The TD Jakes and that Diddy party. Is that what you talking about? TD Jakes at that. Yeah, it's a biological man at birth. A slippery slope, ain't it? You don't know what the hell to say. But yeah, we could talk about that TD Jakes. Put a one in the chat if y'all want me to go over that TD Jakes at that Diddy party. Apparently he did some things with a little boy at that Diddy party. Put one in the chat if you want me to go over that too today. I got one. I got two. Only 2 people? I got 3. I got 4. I knew you was gonna say that top. Um Max, you just coming in the building. A well-known activist from the Philadelphia area, a transgender man, is being charged with the scrape 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 of 2 underage victims under the age of 13. Let's see what we got here.
LGBTQ plus activist is facing charges. Kendall Stevens, who was the victim of a violent assault back in 2020, is accused of raping 2 children. Shayna.
Well, Sheba, as you mentioned,
It's a whole different ball game when you do one. You did it to 2 children? How did he get away with the first time?
right there, Kendall Stevens has been a very prominent figure here in Philadelphia, a prominent trans activist serving notably on the district attorney's LGBTQ advisory board. But this recent affidavit that I obtained details disturbing allegations of rape and abuse of 2 minors. We spoke to a family member
What'd she say?
exclusively. We're keeping her identity anonymous out of respect for the alleged
Wait, what'd she say?
LGBTQ advisory board, but
Plus activist is facing charges. Kendall Stevens, who was the victim of a violent assault
Yeah, he
back
need
in
his ass whooped.
2020, is accused of raping 2 children. Shayna.
Well, Sheba, as you mentioned right there, Kendall Stevens has been a very prominent figure here in Philadelphia, a prominent trans activist serving notably on the district attorney's LGBTQ advisory board. But this recent affidavit that I obtained details disturbing allegations of rape and abuse of 2 minors. We spoke to a family member exclusively. We're keeping her identity anonymous out of respect for the election.
Speaking of Norbert, she definitely did look like Rasputin.
Been around since they were born.
The aunt of 2
She definitely did look like Rasputin. Okay, I guess this is the one of the mothers of one of the victims.
victims.
She's a family friend who has been around since they were born.
The aunt of 2 young boys opening up after what court documents allege was
So it was boys. This is the alleged trans woman that did the deed. She was a victim of a violent attack allegedly a little while ago, and I guess she became an activist. I don't know the whole story. I got to do more research on that. But for you to victimize 2 young children under 13 is very sick. It's sick, and this is the type of shit that now you remember when Sugarfoot kept trying to accuse all gay men of being this way. Now imagine when he sees this video. He's going to take this video and he's going to say, "See, look, I told you. That's what they do." How much you want to bet if young Pharaoh gets a hold of this video, he's going to say, "See, I told you that's what they do." And them dishes are still in that thing.
repeated sexual abuse by a person her nephews knew as Aunt Kendall.
He repeated it. It was more than once. He said repeated sexual abuse.
Been around since they were born.
The aunt of 2 young boys opening up after what court documents allege was repeated sexual abuse by a person her nephews knew as Aunt Kendall.
You had this aunt stature in their life, whereas they're going to look at you and think, I don't want to tell an adult because I don't want something bad to happen to Aunt Kendall.
Prominent Philadelphia trans activist Kendall Stevens stands accused of rape and sexual assault of 2 young boys, ages 9 and 13.
Ages 9 and 13. Those are real victims. Those are real victims. He said he got the Bill Duke wig on. Yeah. Lord Quasi got no fucking chill. He said that nigga had the. Oh man. So glad I had to never tell my father and mother that I was sexually violated. There would have been some killing. Yes, it would have. Yeah, this is very sick. This is very sick.
Stevens is known for her vocal activism surrounding LGBTQ issues, serving on the district attorney's advisory board, and most recently made headlines back in 2020.
He was on the district attorney's advisory board. So yeah, he thought he was getting away with this shit. I meant this stuff. He thought he was getting away with this stuff.
After she survived a brutal hate crime in her Point Breeze home. But an affidavit.
I don't. Why do people wear their glasses pinching their nose like that? Like, it's like literally pinching her nose. Can you breathe in that? That's how Mr. Skinny be. Can I get some gunshots in the trap? My cousin Kwame Brown, my cousin. Where's the mom pinching their nose? My cousin Kwame Brown. And my cousin. Yo. This Mr. Skinny. My cousin. Why do people do that? Like, can you breathe?
A brutal hate crime in her Point Breeze home.
Hey, yo.
But an affidavit obtained by Fox 29 details disturbing allegations of multiple sexual encounters with the young boys. The family says Stevens.
They said it was multiple sexual encounters, not just one, it wasn't just a one-time thing. This you know what I mean. Did this multiple times, and you can tell with her working for the district attorney, she thought that she was going to get away with it. And you heard the mom, the little boys looked at her as Aunt Kendall. So they didn't want to say anything because they didn't want to get Aunt Kendall in trouble.
Was a close family friend.
We were able to sit them down individually is when they start, breaking down and telling the truth and crying and saying everything that happened.
She says when she and her mother approached Stevens,
she didn't deny it to us. She didn't deny it. And she tried to flip the story as in my nephew tried to kiss her first.
She tried to blame it on the little boy. She didn't deny it. Instead, she blamed it on the little boy. That is sick. That is very sick. That is she needs to be locked away and never around children again. And you notice that when they have these ABC community people come and talk to the kids in school, there's always something sexual. I seen the one video where they were showing kids how to twerk. He was reading a book to the kids in drag. You know what I'm talking about? He had a thong on and drag stuff. You can wear drag without being sexualized. They were half naked reading books to children. You saw that? They was teaching the kids how to twerk. They was having fashion the shows for them, all half naked and shit. It's like, why it gotta be sexualized?
9 years old. No, he didn't.
The family member speaking anonymously to Fox 29 says the emotional toll this has taken on her family has been devastating.
I feel like she was grooming.
Oh, it's not even the mom, it's the family member. She just wanted to be on the news. Why ain't the mom talk?
My nephews has definitely endured a lot.
Despite that, she says her family won't back down on their fight.
Well, she didn't want her face seen, so.
Justice.
I don't want her to be able to use this reputation and think that that's going to be able to get her out of this situation, because what she did to my nephews is unbelievable.
Now, we did reach out to the law firm representing Kendall Stevens, and they did get back to me. They said that they fully look forward to fighting these charges. They say she is enjoying her constitutional rights, including the presumption of innocence. Also, an important note tonight.
She's going to fight it. She didn't deny it. What is there to fight? I'm trying to understand, what is there to fight? What is she fighting? She never denied it. She even tried to blame it on the little boy. If this lady gets away with it, you see how society is. That's a clear sign that society is very sick. Very, very sick. If this, bring it back, gets away with it, what she did, this society is sick.
The district attorney's office is not handling this case. They passed this along, actually, to the attorney.
The district attorney don't even want to handle the case. He passed it along. Philly, what the hell is going on? What's going on, Philly? Philly. Come on, man. Philly. Come on. Come on. What's going on in Philly? What the hell is going on here? Come on.
Attorney General's office, they offered no comment tonight. Kendall Stevens.
He passed it on to the Attorney General. You sick mofos. That means that you don't want to prosecute her because she worked with you. That means you believe her story because she works with you. Just because a person works with you don't mean you know what the hell they do in their private time. Let's see what Umar had to say about it. Umar has something to say about it.
A rainbow ganger in Philadelphia was arrested on charges that she abused 2 children.
Umar, first of all, I know this is a serious situation. What the hell you got on top of your head, man? Umar, you don't know if you want to have dreadlocks or a curly top. You got 3 different hairstyles in one: a box, a curly top, and twisties, all wrapped into one hairstyle, bro. Make up your mind. This is not how we wear our hair in Philly. I don't know. I've never seen anybody in the state of Pennsylvania look like that. He called him a rainbow ganger. Oh, sugar Max. I'm trying not to curse, y'all.
Rainbow ganger in Philadelphia was arrested on charges that she abused 2 children. It's all over the news. I want to offer a few comments. I'm only going to keep you for 10 minutes, but I'm going to offer a few comments on this.
Now the details here. A Philadelphia transgender activist identified as Kendall Stevens is now charged with sexually assaulting 2 children under the age of 13.
The state attorney general's office filed charges tonight against
Alright,
37-year-old Kendall
skip to 2
Stevens.
minutes, 7
Charges
seconds.
include the indecent assault against a person less than 13 years old, unlawful contact with minors, sexual offenses, and
Hey, God.
endangering the welfare of children.
Oh, what about rape, forcible compulsion, IDSI, forceful compulsion, unlawful contact with a minor? You skipped the first 2 you heard the lady? She skipped over the scrape charge. She skipped over it.
Include the indecent assault against a person less than 13 years old,
See? She skipped the first 2 charges. She didn't put the scrape in there. She skipped over the first 2 charges. Like we wasn't going to catch that. You're trying to, see, like you got the media backing you. Seem like she got some media coverage backing her. Because why did you skip over the rape, forcible compulsion, the IDSI, forcible compulsion, and skip right to unlawful contact with a minor, sexual offenses, endangering the welfare of a child? You skipped over all the important charges. Skip right over it. Listen, these first 2 charges are not mentioned.
Office filed charges tonight against 37-year-old Kendall Stevens. The charges include the indecent assault against a person less than.
Now, the charge that she is saying right now is the 3rd charge. She skipped over the first 2 charges. The rape, forcible compulsion part. Skip right over it. Like it wasn't even there. Lady, what the hell is your problem? What's going on in Philly, y'all? Something ain't right. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Y'all ever see the bull? And I was like, first I start tasting it. First I can smell it. Then you can taste it. And you know how you smell it and taste it. Then I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Why are you skipping over that part? Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Why did you skip over that part?
Into that lifestyle by way of introduction, by way of child molestation. But here's what I wanted to say. Here's what I wanted to say. A prominent rainbow activist in Philadelphia.
He said we got Super Saiyan Umar in the house. That's what he looked like. He looked like a black Super Saiyan right now. He looked like he really before he did this video. Veins popping out his neck.
A prominent rainbow activist in Philadelphia was arrested on charges that she allegedly abused two children. A rainbow ganger in Philadelphia was arrested on charges that she abused two children. It's all over the news.
I told you that this nigga got OCD. He got to say shit 2 or 3 times. He got to say stuff.
I want to offer a few comments. I'm only going to keep you for 10 minutes, but I'm going to offer a few comments on this. I want to offer a few comments on this. First of all,
I told you he got OCD. He has to say it 3 times.
First of all,
I ain't even gonna lie. That beard lineup is sharp. That shit is itty sharp. I ain't even gonna lie. That lineup on the side is itty sharp. He's whoever shaped him up did they thing. I don't know about up here. They should have did a little bit more up there, but down there in the beard, they did their thing. But up here, you need to punch that nigga in his face. Whoever did that.
Let me see here.
He ain't even lined up the front.
Okay.
He said, "Look,
the arrest of 37 years."
It looked like they did all the beard, lined his beard up, lined the side up, got to the front. You know what? You all right? And left that and left it alone.
Year-old rainbow activist Kendall Stevens arrested Monday in Philadelphia on charges including indecent assault, endangering the welfare of a child, corruption of a minor. Related charges on Monday following a comprehensive investigation, Philadelphia Police Department spokesperson told Newsweek.
That's a fact, Professor Cupcake.
This rainbow community lady is a transgender. Okay. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't believe that all transgenders abuse children. I don't believe that all rainbow gangers abuse children. But I do want to let you know this. As someone who has worked with children for 25 years, psychologically, therapeutically, socially, and every other way. Many of our children come into that lifestyle by way of introduction.
Blink, blink, blink. I told you. Look, he blinks 3 times too. Watch.
Way of introduction.
Blink, blink, blink. Told you, Remy catch everything. Remy catch everything. That he says everything 3 times. He even blinks 3 times. Blink, blink, blink. He said he been working with kids. It still ain't over that damn school. Hashtag, can I get a hashtag? Blink, blink, blink. Why?
Lifestyle. By way of introduction.
Blink, blink, blink.
By way of child molestation. Okay.
Yemi, what's up? That nigga
And
got
we in
3
the black
hairstyles.
community have been in denial. And one of the biggest reasons we in the black community have been in denial about the Mollis to Rainbow pipeline. The reason so many of us in the black community have been in denial about the Mollis to Rainbow pipeline.
Blink, blink, blink. Did it again.
Many of us in the black community are in denial about the child molest to Rainbow gang pipeline. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Get out the bowl.
And the reason we are in denial about the child molest to Rainbow gang pipeline
Conscious
is
balls.
if we admit it. If we were to admit as Africans, if we were to admit that many of our Rainbow gang adults were actually introduced into the life.
You got to blink 3 times when you do it. Blink, blink, blink. Get out the bowl.
Style through childhood molestation. If we were to admit that, that would force us as a community to take a long, hard look in the mirror. It would force us as a community to take a long, hard look at ourselves.
Blink, blink, blink.
But because America has given the black community
blink, blink,
a
blink.
scapegoat.
Blink, blink, blink.
America has given the black community a scapegoat. America has given us a distraction and excuse. America has given Black America an alibi. We have an alibi so we don't have to look in the mirror.
Blink, blink, blink.
At the high rates of molestation.
Now I just want to watch him blink. Now I just only want to watch him to simply watch him blink. That's the only reason why I want to watch Umar now. I just want to watch him blink after everything he says. Whenever he says something that he thinks is powerful, guarantee. Blink, blink, blink. Guarantee it. I could call it every time. Every time this man thinks he's saying something powerful. Blink, blink, blink.
Child pornography, child grooming that takes place in the black community. We don't like to talk about that.
Blink, blink, blink.
And the government has given us an out because the American Psychological Association and the American Psychiatric Association and the American Mental Health Establishment, they have come out and basically said,
blink, blink, blink,
that this behavior is completely normal. The behavior is completely normal. We can't help how we are born. We can't help what our desires are. This is normal. It has no.
That's sick. All right, all jokes aside, that's sick. If what he's saying is true, that's sick. For them to not do anything about it and just say people are born that way, it's normal. That's not normal. It's not normal for an adult to be attracted to a kid. I don't give a damn if you're not born that way. You're not born that way. That's bull, because you don't start getting sexual feelings for other people until you hit puberty. You don't hit puberty until you're in your teens. So how are you born that way? That's what I don't get. You're not born that way. You don't start getting sexual feelings for other people. Remiel supports conservative. No, I don't. Are you going to tell me what the hell I support, Sebastian? I don't support none of this shit. It's all messed up. I don't support this. I don't support none of this stuff.
Nothing to do with childhood dysfunction. It has nothing to do with failed families. It has nothing to do with child molestation. And that's an absolute lie.
It is.
That's an absolute lie. That's an absolute lie. I don't need to do no research. I ain't got to look at no research. I work with our children. I know our children. I've worked with our Rainbow Gang sisters. I work with our Rainbow Gang brothers, and I know most of them were touched as children. Most of them were touched as children.
I'm not an expert on that topic, but a lot of the gay people that I knew went through something. A lot of the gay people I knew went through something. Some of them were women. Some of them were women. Some of them were women. You know, a lot of the people that I know did go through something like that, and it's sad, man. It's sad because the black community act like we can't have mental illness, we can't have pedophilia, we can't have molestation. We act as if that's not something that happens in our community, but it does, and we don't like to talk about it.
Most of them were abused or assaulted or abandoned or emotionally stripped.
Sebastian, where are you getting this from? Who said the black community is in fear of them? When did that ever become a statement? Who stated that? When did that come in? Do you I don't understand your comments. They're not making sense to what the topic is, because you're just throwing nonsense out there.
Of their identity with their natural born gender. I know this. But we want to hide behind Joe Biden and Barack Obama's agenda. We want to hide behind the population control agenda. We want to hide behind the population control agenda's excuse. And we're letting them come into our children's public schools and sexually groom our children in the name of sexual education.
Exactly.
We're letting them come into the charter schools and public schools, even so-called African-centered schools. We're letting them come in there and sexually groom our children.
And I gotta say, from the video, all the videos that I've seen of these LGBTQ plus community, I think I said that right. I don't want to mess it up. All the videos I've seen so far, it does seem like y'all are sexually grooming them, because when they go in there, why is it always the most sexualized people? It's never. I see gay people who aren't as flamboyant and loud and all sexual. Hey, look at me, I'm half naked. I know most of the gay people I know don't even act like that. Why are you always bringing the most over sexualized people into the classroom with children? They be having thongs and stuff on. Thongs. Grown 6-foot men walking around the elementary school in a goddamn thong. That's not sexualizing, grooming the kids? Let my son come home talking about some man was walking around his school in a goddamn thong. Jail. That's all I'm gonna say. Remy going to jail.
Under the disguise of sex education, Black America is under a demonic hypnosis. Black America is under a demonic hypnosis.
Ain't right.
Finally, somebody from the Rainbow Gang has been exposed for molesting children. Finally, because all we've been hearing about is straight people.
This is the part I'm talking about. I don't agree with the finally part, but I agree and disagree with it, because it has seen there's been a stigma that only straight people do these things to children, and you can't be straight if you're doing it to the same sex. That's homosexuality and pedophilia.
As if that community doesn't suffer the same psychopathology. All we've been hearing about is straight people. Now we have a prominent rainbow activist. She ain't the first. He ain't the first. She ain't the first. Him, her, her, him, it ain't the first. There's many more. But because there's an agenda to normalize the behavior in the interest of African genocide. But because there's an agenda to normalize the behavior in the interest of African genocide. Because there's an agenda to normalize the behavior in the interest of African genocide, Black America looks the other way. You know how many phone calls I've gotten about Black pastors?
Blink, blink, blink.
You know how many phone calls I've gotten about Black churches whose leadership either participates in the sexual abuse of children or turns a blind eye to it? Come on, family.
Blink, blink, blink.
Come on, family.
Bro, it's so hard to watch him sometimes because I do understand what he's saying though, because there are a lot of pastors out there doing some. You heard about Eddie Long? What's the dude name? Eddie Long. I had 5 rocks and I ain't thrown one yet. Now, one time did he say he didn't do it, but they saw the picture. It's hard to watch this nigga because he repeats shit so much. It takes him forever to get through what the hell he's saying. Whatever he's saying, he could say something. He could say something like, "Good morning, family. How was your day?" That'll take 5 minutes because he'll start, "Good morning, family. Good morning." Hold on. Let me take my glasses off. "Good morning, family." Blink, blink, blink. "Good morning, family." Blink, blink, blink. "Good morning, family." Blink, blink, blink. "How was your day? How was your day, family? How is your day, family?" Blink, blink, blink. And you be sitting there for 5 minutes trying to get through the goddamn introduction. The man got OCD.
Family.
He got to do things 3 times. I bet you when he walk up to a door, he turned the doorknob 3 times too.
Come on, family. We talk about surviving R. Kelly. How about surviving the Black community? When is that series coming out? We're talking about surviving R. Kelly. What about surviving the Black community? When is that series coming out? How about surviving your stepdaddy? When is that series coming out? How about surviving your stepmom? When is that series coming out? How about surviving your rainbow aunts and uncles? When is that series coming out? How about surviving the Roman Catholic Church? When is that series coming out? This is the Prince of Pan-Africans.
That's true. That's true. I gotta say, I agree with Umar. I can't lie. I agree with most of the things that he's saying. I can't believe it, but hey, it's a first time for everything.
This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism.
Yeah, what about surviving Umar? Surviving that haircut.
And I want to say this. We got a lot of children being suspended and expelled for their hairstyle.
You need to be suspended and expelled for that hairstyle. He said his students being suspended and expelled for their hairstyle. He deserved it on that one. He said their students being suspended, and expelled for their hairstyles.
You better be careful, little buddy.
You better be careful there, little buddy. Especially with that shit you got on your that mop you got on your head, that Swiffer. Yo, you can literally mop a floor with that joint, bro. You can literally mop a floor with that joint. That joint will be spick and span too. Spick and span.
And I want to say this. We got a lot of children being suspended and expelled for their hairstyle. We have a lot of Black children being excluded from education because of their hairstyle across the United States of America. And I'm disappointed in their parents. And I'm going to tell you why. And the reason I'm disappointed in our Black mothers and fathers.
And we disappointed in your barber. That's what you should have blinked 3 times at. When you got up, when that barber spun that chair around, that's what you should have blinked at. That's what you should have. All right, take a look. Take a look. What you think? What you think? No, brother. You need to do this over. No, brother. You need to fix this. My brother, you need to fix this. Blink, blink, blink. That's what you should have blinked at. When he spun you around in that chair and said, "What you think?" That's what you should have blinked at. That's what you should be mad at. My nigga, what are you talking about? But he is saying some truthful stuff, though. I can't lie, though. He is telling the truth. I am Groot. Blink, blink, blink. He said he looked like Groot. I am Groot. Blink, blink, blink. That's a good one. 215. That's the best one I heard today. That's the best one I heard today. I am Groot. Blink, blink, blink.
The reason I'm disappointed in the black parents of these children who have been suspended and expelled from public and charter schools across America for wearing their African hair. For wearing their African hair.
And it's boing, right back up. Watch when we swipe it back up. It go boing.
Who have been suspended and expelled from public and charter schools across America for wearing their African hair. For wearing their African hair. For wearing their natural African hair. Happy to be nappy. They're supposed to be happy to be nappy. I'm bringing back the happy to be nappy movement. I'm bringing back the happy to be nappy movement. And if you ain't happy to be nappy,
oh yeah, that dude is happy to be nappy. You right about that.
You're not coming to the Conscious Singles Convention. If you're not happy to be nappy, you're not coming to the Conscious Singles Convention. I'm even thinking about making all FDMG events. I'm even thinking about making all FDMG events. I'm even thinking about making all FDMG events exclusive to the happy to be nappy African community. I'm thinking about discriminating against non-natural Africans. I'm gonna say it again.
You gonna have a whole that woo, bro. You do that, your followers are gonna drop so like flies, bro. That convention is gonna be so fucking empty. Yeah, about half of them is gonna be gone.
I'm going to say it again. This is King Kong Consciousness. This is RB Jesus. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism. I am seriously contemplating.
All right, once you get on that shit, I'm done. All right, once you get on the I am the Prince of African and this, that, I am this. Once you get on that shit, that's enough. That's enough. All right, and let's see what's going on with this TD Jakes at Diddy party. What happened at this party, TD Jakes? What was you doing at that party, TD Jakes? Hold on, we got Nino Brown. He shouldn't be talking, bro. You got your ass whooped on camera twice. He do be saying some real stuff though. I can't lie. Nino Brown do be saying some real stuff. The stuff he say does make a whole lot of sense. A whole lot of sense. But you got your ass whooped twice. You ain't see when the bull ran in his house looking for his money? Hold up. Wait a minute before we get into this. Whooped his ass. Hold up. Wait a minute. Ran in his crib and whooped his ass. He ain't do nothing about it. He ain't fight back. Nothing. The nigga didn't fight back. They're nada. Didn't fight back enough. Didn't fight back or nothing. The bull just mollywopped him all in his crib. First of all, you in my house. That's grounds for you to get shot. That's grounds for me to shoot your ass. But he did nothing. Watch. Bull gonna whoop his ass all in his house and he does nothing about it. Watch this shit.
You what? You told me you're gonna send a tea and black boy around my house. No, I told you that. So you don't shut the fucking lie to me, nigga. Well, swing at me. Come on, I'm gonna let you have me. I'm gonna let you have me. I'm okay. It's okay. I told you. We spoke about this. You what? You told me you're gonna send a tea and black boy around my house. No, I told you that. So you don't shut the fucking lie to me, nigga. Well, swing at me. Come on, I'm gonna let you have me. I'm gonna let you have me.
Get out the bowl. The fuck going on here, buddy? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Ain't no way somebody just gonna run up in my house and punch me all in my shit. My ish.
We spoke about this. What? You told me you're gonna send a tea and black boy around my house. No, I told you that. So you don't shut the fucking lie to me, nigga. Well, swing at me. Come on.
No. No way in hell. No way in hell am I letting somebody swing on me in my own goddamn house. Somebody got to get shot over that.
Is healing you. TD Jakes is getting exposed for doing some strange things at Diddy parties.
And French too, that's what I'm saying.
TD Jakes likes for men to swallow his mushroom tip and play with his goddamn donut hole.
Have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed?
Now they don't nick.
Oh my God. Did he just ask that? Don't touch that.
His mushroom tip and play with his goddamn donut hole.
Have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed?
Now they don't.
He said, have you ever been swallowed? Oh yeah, you gotta get out of here for this one. You can't be in here for this. This is getting too graphic. But I always knew TD Jakes was gay. I always knew TD Jakes was gay. I don't know about y'all. You can just look at the man and tell he's gay. You can tell some sugar in his tank. I'd never liked him either. I always thought the man was gay. I'm like, why is this gay preacher up there?
Nicknamed the goddamn bishop Powerball. They say that TD Jakes and Tyler Perry was allegedly caught in one of Diddy rooms together. And that's why Tyler Perry donated $1 million to his church. Shut this shit out!
So we were sitting in the service and I leaned up toward him and I said, I've just been touched to give $1 million. So God bless you, Bishop. I pray right now that you will continue to do everything you're doing. I pray his anointing.
You know what's crazy? I literally just saw this video. This video that's playing right, this clip right here, I literally just saw it this morning on Instagram. And I'm like, bruh. You said really? I always thought he was gay. Transcript. You can't tell that man ain't gay? You couldn't tell that he was gay. That nigga was, everybody knew Tyler ass was gay. You too happy in that dress.
Will stay upon you. I pray the
and you ain't just giving up $1 million. I ain't never see a celebrity give up $1 million to a church for nothing, just because you got the spirit, because the Lord touched you and told you to give you $1 million. No, TD Jakes touched you and so and gave you the idea of giving $1 million to his church. Get out of here. You gave him $1 million. The Lord, the Spirit just came. I was just sitting here, and that's what he said, didn't he? He said, I was just sitting here, and the Lord, the Spirit just touched me and told me to donate $1 million. Nah, TD Jakes touched you and told you to donate $1 million.
$1 million to his church. Shut this shit out!
So we were sitting in the service, and I leaned up toward him, and I said, I've just been touched to give $1 million. So God bless you, Bishop. I pray right now that you will continue to do everything you're doing. I pray his anointing will stay upon you. I pray the power of God all over you. I pray his favor. I pray the blood of Jesus will come upon you right now. Keep you in his hair. God, thank you for your blessings.
Yeah.
That right there, you don't want to mess with that yet. Ain't none of that confirmed. And that right
I know it
there,
ain't confirmed. I'm just giving my opinion.
They splicing all this stuff together because that
And
right
it
there is.
wasn't Tyler Perry they said he was caught with. He said he was caught with some little boy. He's making it seem like Tyler Perry.
That's what I'm saying. A whole bunch of people just running with BS trying to get views.
Yeah, I know.
None of this. I
always knew that nigga was gay.
Who, Tyler Perry?
No,
Or
TD Jakes. TD Jakes. That man's good.
Well, if you want some real tea,
in my opinion.
If you want some real tea, go find Brian Carr's old videos. And I'm finna drop back down.
Brian who?
Karn, the prophet.
Put it in put his name in the back chat.
Transcript know who I'm talking about, and she can probably spell it better than me. But we're in the studio, so let me drop down. Transcript know who I'm talking about. Just type Brian Karn in and put in gay rumors. Cause they used to he ain't righteous his daggone self, but he tell on everybody else.
He tell on everybody. All right.
Come on, somebody give God some praise. He's pushing.
Wait, Tyler Perry's a pastor? When did he get healing hands? I thought he was just the writer and the director. When he get anointed? You see what I mean? It's some bullshit. So because he becomes a celebrity, he's now got anointed hands. This is a circus. That's what this shit is. It's a circus. That's what this ish is. It's a circus. Tyler Perry, I have never heard of Tyler Perry going to no ministry schools, being certified, none of that. Now all of a sudden he got anointing hands. Oh, so he was originally going to be a pastor. Okay. I was going to say he ain't got no type of background.
Get that baby out. Come on, he's pushing that baby out.
What?
Somebody holler push.
Now y'all heard when
pushing that baby out.
He pushing the baby out. He pushing the baby out. That was a symbolic message because she know what been going on with Tyler Perry and the goddamn bishop. Mundial is a sissy. I ain't never seen him with no woman. I heard he got a secret son, a secret child, shit like that, but I ain't never.
That is true. Have you ever seen Tyler Perry with a woman? Anybody? Has anybody ever seen Tyler Perry with a woman? His fake baby mama. I never seen. I didn't even know he had a baby mama. I've never seen him with a woman ever in my life.
I need to see Murray. I need to know if you are the father. Because they told me out there in Atlanta on that back road over there on goddamn Peachtree Street. But TD Jakes got one of the biggest cult-like church following in the world. He earns millions of dollars every year from his congregation. There's no need for the pastor disaster to do any business with Diddy. There's no need for the bishop to be at a pub.
Yeah, that's the part that people are trying to figure out. You know what goes down at them puffy parties. Why were you there? What could you do at a Diddy party? That's what we want to know, TD Jakes. What is your interest? What do you do at a Diddy party? What is your interest in going into a Diddy party? What is that? We all know what happened at the Diddy parties. So why were you in that party, in those parties? And more than one party, not just that was just the party he got caught at. He said he wants some booty, that's all.
Diddy party, especially now that we know that Diddy was doing some strange things with men and women at the party. And see, all this.
Yep. It's already been confirmed what Diddy be doing at them parties. So why is you at that party? They call him Power Bottom. Why is your nickname Power Bottom, and why were you at those parties?
Allegedly, right? But when you walk with God in a high regard like a bishop, Bishop TDJ, you can't mingle with evil and think everything gonna be everything with your congregation or with the people in the world that view you in a high regard. You can't do that because that's disrespecting.
Right. It's strange. You guys don't work in the same field. You don't have the same interests, allegedly. Because obviously you do got the same interests if you go into his parties. But let's just go off what it's supposed to be. You don't have the same career. You don't have the same interests. You don't do the same business. You're not in the same lane, period. It's your business is the total opposite. He deals in the devil's work. You allegedly deal in the Lord's work. Why are you going to his parties?
That's backsliding.
That's why I don't fuck with that religion shit, yo. That's why I do not fuck with religion. You backsliding, right?
Boogie, woogie, woogie. Now the bishop was photoed out at multiple Diddy.
And he always looked constipated. Don't Bishop TD Jakes look constipated in every picture? He looked really constipated in every picture that you see him in.
TD Jakes, you can't mingle with evil and think everything.
Look, he looks constipated. Oh, hurry up, take the picture. Oh, I got a turtle head. He look like he got a turtle head sticking out right now. Oh, I got a turtle head. Take the picture. Oh, shit, take the picture. Hurry up. Move, motherfucker, move. Get the fuck out of my way, Stanley. Hold on, this picture right here.
Everything with your congregation or with the people in the world that view you in a high regard. You can't do that because that's disrespecting. That's backsliding. Boogie.
That look like, get the fuck out of my way, Stanley. He look like he gotta take a mean one. He got a turtle head sticking out right now. Get the oh shit, get the fuck out of my way, Stanley.
Woogie. Now the bishop was photoed out at multiple Diddy parties, and he wasn't there to bless the goddamn fool. He was allegedly there looking to get swallowed by Bam Bam and little Pam, little man. And they are exposed
you got my permission.
In multiple scandals regarding his role around.
You said if you go to Diddy party, don't go past the front room. I'm not going in the front door. Let Diddy come up to me and be like, yo, I see you moving and shaking. Yeah, that's fine. Let Diddy come up to me. Why we ain't party? You know why we ain't party, nigga. That's what Fab should have said to him. In that interview, I like the way you're moving and shaking, Daddy. I love the way you're scraping and scrambling, Daddy. I looked at him like, Diddy, if you don't get your drunk ass the fuck about it, you could tell Diddy was drunk in that interview. But we ain't never party. And he told him, he said, you came to my party. He said, nah, but we ain't never really party. I'd have been like, what the fuck you mean by that? I'm trying to stop cussing. I'd be like, what you mean by that, bro? Elaborate. I'd have put him on the spot. Elaborate on what you mean by that. And he'd be like, you know what I'm talking about. No, I don't know what you're talking about. He said he's gonna take me, boy. What 50 say? You boy, let me get away from you before I do something to you in this motherfucker. But it's nah, but I take that though. He said take that, blink, blink, blink. Did he offer me to go shopping? I'm gonna blow that nigga whole black card and ditch him. I'm gonna blow that nigga whole black card and ditch him. Oh, you want to take me shopping? We gonna shopping for a house, nigga. We gonna shopping for some land and never talk to him again. Oh, so what we doing after this? I'm going home. I don't know where you're going. I'm going into my new house. I don't know where the fuck you're going. But if I had money like 50, and he'd be like, I want to take you shopping. Yeah, I'm nigga, you don't get out my face, fuck. Cheer you up in here. But if a billionaire offered to take you shopping, I don't know, man, because Diddy blowing up cars and shit. He might try to play with your butt in the limousine. He might try to play with your butt in the limousine. I had to kill it. I don't know. Diddy blowing niggas' cars up and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I take that back. I take that back. I wouldn't let him. Nah. Mm-mm. That nigga blowing up people's cars and all types of stuff. I don't know. You said Cameron said he found a dildo in Diddy's bathroom. No, I thought it was James Deal that took him shopping and he had a bunch of dildos in his bag. Talking about that's for the girls. What do your stroke game ain't that? Like you if you need, like, let's say that it really was for the women. Nigga, get you some Cialis or something, bro. Go get you some Cialis.
That was Cameron, and it was a butt plug.
It was a butt plug? No, but Gene Deal said something like that too. He said that he took him shopping. He went shopping.
No, they was at the house, that first townhouse in New York that Puffy had.
With him and Ja Rule.
He was in Mace's room. It's a couple. No, Ja Rule, the one that came out the party and said they back there. It's some freaky shit going on. The other dude was at the townhouse and he went in Mace's bathroom and found a blood plug in there. And then Gene was shopping with Diddy and walked up on Diddy buying blood plugs. And Diddy was like, "Can't you give me some privacy?"
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. But now all this power bottom stuff, I think it came from Storm Channel.
Oh shit. Storm, the last motherfucking one.
All of that is speculation. People keep saying all this stuff was in Cassie document on the internet, and TD Jake's name wasn't in it. I read the whole thing from start to finish on live. See, people sitting up here adding their own stuff in, trying to get people to come to their channel. It's clickbait.
You can hear them in the background, sis.
Yeah, let me get down.
When Diddy before they got Coley on some shit. Coley was on 100 today.
Puff Daddy. They say he was playing Powerball. He was the one goddamn bringing them from the church. They say they got.
But if it is coming from Storm Channel, Storm, if you watching,
you better be careful, little buddy.
Because we still questioning your sexuality, nigga. We still think you. What was you and Young Pharaoh doing? Because y'all can't get y'all story straight. Well, before you, hold on real quick. But Storm, before you say anything about anybody, you need to explain why you and Young Pharaoh need to get y'all stories right about that interview. Before you talk about any other story, You and Pharaoh need to get y'all story straight about that interview. He said nigga was sweating trying to explain himself. Whoa! Allegedly, another CC exposed a black preacher coming out of his apartment a few months ago. Why is there rumors that you got black preachers coming out your house? It's on his Patreon. Bruh. Oh, it got pictures of the preacher coming. A transcript. If you can get those pictures, send them right over. Send them right over.
No, man. Now the Bible say, don't judge the messenger, just get the message. T.D. Jakes is the biggest black preacher in the world right now. He's extremely talented with his delivery on how he delivered the word of God. But when he take off that goddamn church blocks and put his goddamn Bible up, he ain't goddamn did a house, getting delivered, pushing the baby out. What's going on? Y'all comment below and let me.
Why he throw his legs up like that? Look at his toes. This ain't the move, bro. I don't think he thought this one through. I really don't think he thought this through. I really don't think he thought this one through. I'm not supposed to take stuff from his Patreon and share it. If you pay for it, it's yours. That's the same thing that happened with Trip C's and Teabag. He said, "What toes?" And Teabag. If you paying for the Patreon, that's yours. It's like when Trip C's got that information off of what's the name Patreon? The court date, polite court date or something like that. And he got mad about it. Once you put it on it, or it wasn't Patreon. I don't know. I don't know why he did this shit.
With his delivery on how he delivered the word of God. But when he take off that goddamn church blocks and put his goddamn Bible up, he ain't goddamn did a house, getting delivered, pushing the baby out. What's going on? Y'all comment below and let me know if y'all feel like Tyler Perry got a little sugar in the tank. Y'all comment below and let me know if y'all feel like there might be a lie about the bishop. But they got receipts and they coming for goddamn Bishop. Man, he old out there. Put that man down with that shit they got going on. Pray for Bishop goddamn Jake right now. Him and his wife. His wife was just on stage dancing talking about she got her legs back. And then I seen him when Tyler Perry gave him the money. The man fainted and that little jump that would took me out. I can't go to church no more. I'll watch your ass.
Yeah, that takes me out every time when these motherfuckers fake faint. I have never seen a real faint in church yet. I have yet to see a real faint. It's always get your ass up, Grandma. I see you peeking. What Kevin Hart said about his grandma, always fake fainting and shit. Get up, Grandma. I see your ass peeking. I have yet to see a real faint. Ever. Ever in church. That shit is fake as fuck. And you know they found a worship gene in our DNA. Like it's genetically programmed in us to worship a higher power. Why would that be? I don't think it was for a good reason. I don't think if our creator gave us free will, why would he put a worship gene into our DNA? But give us free will at the same time. Make that make sense. We're genetically prone to worship in a higher power. Wait a minute, I thought he gave us free will. They said maybe them extraterrestrials did that. Hey, look, You never know now, motherfucking days. I ain't saying that that's what it is, but it sounds better than the shit they've been telling us. It sounds more believable than the shit they've been telling us. The stuff they've been talking. God damn it. Hold on, let me stop and get these kids real quick. And they're singing and shit. I thought they was in there fighting. They in there singing. All right, so hold on. Let's see if there's any more. Who else did a TD Jakes video? Who else did a TD Jakes video? Oh wait, we gotta get into this Hassan Campbell stuff too. Do y'all want to go more with the TD Jakes? A little bit, another video with the TD Jakes before we start Hassan, or get into this Hassan Campbell? Let me know. Y'all want me to get into this Hassan or the TD Jakes, or just finish off with the TD Jakes? We got one Hassan, two Hassan, three Hassan. He said Hassan, get into the Hassan topic, damn it. We tired of these other motherfuckers. Y'all tired? Y'all tired of them? Get into the Hassan shit. Remy, you're taking all day. That's all you had to say? Damn. That's all y'all had to say? Come on, Remy. Get Hassan done. You bugging. That's all you had to say? He said, what the movie actor do now? All right. Let me speed it up a little bit, just a smidgen. This is Hassan Campbell. This is Vlad basically telling Hassan to his face that stuff that he did recording Wack 100 was some cornball stuff. He said, "Here go this albino Ninja Turtle." He called that man an albino Ninja Turtle. There's another video after this too that I want to play where he looked like Vlad's happy little girlfriend. Vlad give him some props, and this nigga smiles from ear to ear. Yeah, you seen this too? He's a hypocrite. Like, this stuff he's saying in this video is the most hypocritical stuff that I've ever heard.
Why did academics put the three of you together? I think it started off with me and Tekashi first, because before I even spoke to Ak, Tekashi, he found me on YouTube and he reached out to me, and then he started telling academics, yo.
I've never heard a 50-year-old man go Doesn't it sound like he's talking to a kid, like a child? You said I look like your ex? Oh man, that's not good. That's not good. Was he an asshole? Did you hate him or something? I don't want you to look at your ex. I mean, look at me and then see your ex and start hating me.
So this is YouTuber that's coming up, and I think he's better than you. That's what he told Ak. So Ak reached out to me.
When you look at what he said. First, you said Ak said. First, Hassan said Ak told Wack 100 that he's the best YouTuber ever, and he never said that. And now look what he's saying.
Why did academics put the three of you together?
I think it started off with me and Takashi first, because before I even spoke to Ak, Takashi, he found me on YouTube and he reached out to me, and then he started telling academics, yo, this is YouTuber that's coming up, and I think he's better than you. That's what he told me.
How do you know that? How do you know he said that? You never said, you're not saying Takashi told me he said that. You're just saying that's what he told him. How do you know he told him that? You making that shit up.
Ak. So, Ak reached out to me, and eventually Wack 100 reached out to me. And next thing you know, I guess Wack kind of in the beginning kind of like took a liking to me because of how controversial I was, and I was going at all these New York dudes. And it was the same with Takashi, he had his issue with certain guys, and I was, going at certain guys. So it was like there was no fear there. So I guess he liked it.
Okay. And after that interview, you and Wack 100 had a phone call, and you ended up recording the call and leaking it out.
Yeah.
Now watch his hypocritical ass excuse.
Okay. So I've heard you mention a couple of times, Vlad TV is one of the biggest platforms. I don't know why they've never had me on. This is why I never had you on, because of that phone call.
Wow, Vlad, I didn't hear that part. Vlad told him to his face that he didn't put him on there because he thought that was some cornball ish. He thought what he did was corny. He didn't want him on his platform. But see, Vlad used him. He really didn't want Hassan on his platform. But once he got shot, he was like, all right, let me milk this story. And that's what he did. He milked the story. Go play, buddy.
I've had that done to me multiple times. And
make sure you're hitting that like button.
To have a personal phone call with somebody and have the person secretly record it and then post it publicly.
Go play.
Honest with you. You said that there's a gay sex tape and shit like that.
Yo, Vlad, one thing you better not never do is question what come out of my mouth. You worth a lot of money. I got $5 million. You want to bet?
I know. I'm not gonna bet you.
No, Black. Fuck it. Let's break it down to me. It's a punk million. I got $1 million.
Okay.
Do you want to bet?
I'm not gonna bet you.
Vlad. No.
Okay.
I like the way Wack handled him. I like the way Wack did that. First thing first, you better not question the motherfucking thing that come out my mouth. Do you want to bet? I got $5 million. No. We'll break it down to $1 million then. He off the rip. Off the rip. I like the way he did that. I'm sorry. I gotta give credit where it's due.
You said that there's a gay sex tape and shit like that.
Yo, Vlad, one thing you better not never do is question what come out of my mouth. You worth a lot of money. I got $5 million. You want to bet?
I know. I'm not gonna bet you.
No,
Black.
Bet you. Fuck it. Let's break it down to me. It's a punk million. I got $1 million.
Okay.
Do you want to bet?
I'm not gonna bet you.
Then get out the bowl. You ain't gonna bet then. Get out the bowl.
Vlad, no. Because you said, right, and it didn't come out of my mouth.
Mr. Now
Hassan Campbell recorded the conversation and released it.
That's where it came out.
It's only because of me that the damn tape still ain't came out today. And all these fake dudes, your guy, Big U, who begged me to release the tape, who begged me to attack Nipsey's goddamn estate. And I got it on the phone. I blow this shit up, but I know you fuck with him, right?
Shout out to Big U.
Right?
I'm cool with Big U.
Yeah, but don't matter. Facts is fact. To attack the Nipsey Hussle estates because for his 30%, I said, yo, bro, he was just alive. You wasn't dealing with that. Wack, let me slide it to you. You go at it. I'm not doing it. Release the tapes. I'm not doing it. But anybody want to challenge me to these tapes? You notice that the first baby mama who starred in these tapes has never one time said Wack 100 is lying. I didn't want it to come out. Hassan Campbell released it. Right. They asked me about it. Well, I come from a power rule. What you say once, you say twice. So when they asked me about it, what you want me to say? No, I didn't say it. I'm not to do that. This is what it is.
That's true though. What was he supposed to do after he recorded him and dropped the tape? What was he supposed to say? No, I didn't say that. When his voice was recorded, he had to stand on it. I understand that. I didn't know him and Big U fell out because of that tape, but hey, I agree with that.
Absolutely.
Why'd you do that?
Because Wack 100 was one of the most wickedest, foulest dudes that I've ever came across, and I knew he was playing me the whole time.
No, you didn't, nigga. You was trying to do business with him. Oh man, these dudes be lying so much. You was bragging about it. Oh, I just did an interview with Tekashi and Wack 100, and I'm about to do business with Wack. You was bragging about it. Now all of a sudden he was the foulest dude. Nah, nigga.
Like when you listen to the phone conversations and the things that he was saying, some of these people was his friends. When you sitting up there and you telling me how you set Oscar De La Hoya up, and I'm thinking to myself, like, who does this? That's not my style. I don't move like that. Who does this?
So you thought the real thing to do would be record him and then hold it until you had beef with him. Nah, nigga. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You knew that he was talking trash about people and you wanted to use it as some insurance. Because that's why you didn't release it right away. Because if you felt that way, you felt like he was the foulest nigga on the planet and this needs to be heard, you would have released it right after you recorded it. You would have dropped it. You waited until y'all had beef to drop the tape. That lets me know that you didn't care about him being foul or nothing. You saved it as an insurance policy. That's a Sinetta move.
So you set Oscar De La Hoya up. You sit up there. You got a sex tape on Nipsey Hussle. I knew the whole time Wack was playing me. I'm a street dude. Now you ask yourself a question,
bro. Your excuses are terrible, bro. For somebody to be 50 years old, your excuses are terrible. You should have just told the truth, bro. You could have been like, I knew he was going to play me, so I had to keep some insurance. That would have been. But the fact that you try to like deflect, like this is a smoke bomb. This is a Batman smoke bomb. Oh, he the foulest nigga, and I'm listening to this nigga, and I feel like he was playing me the whole time. Get the fuck out of here, bro. If you felt like that, you would have dropped that tape right when you recorded it. You waited until you had some type of beef. Months later. Get the fuck out. Get out of here, bro.
I've been on the phone with a bunch of A-list celebrities. You've never seen me do that to anybody else.
Well, name some of these A-list celebrities.
So now, me talking to him and me listening to him.
You've never been on the phone with nobody else.
Because nobody brags about being foul. But
nobody brags about being foul? Are you serious? Are you sure about that, Hassan?
Nigga, these stars is blessed. The only man that I want to ejaculate in is his mouth. Talk back to me, nigga. When I bust in your mouth, I want to grab you by your neck and make you hold it. Don't swallow, nigga. Don't swallow. Don't swallow until I tell you. Taste it, taste it, Stop playing with me.
Is that not you bragging about being foul? What about this?
You motherfucker.
I got some Vaseline. It ain't a problem, kid. Is that not him bragging about being a foul person? So for him to sit there and say that, what else he say? He took his look in my eyes, I'm retarded. Y'all remember that? Look in my eyes, I'm retarded. I don't give a. I'm retarded. Look in my eyes. That's bragging about being foul, bro. What are you talking about? This is the most hypocritical stuff I ever heard in my life. In my life. Yeah, you got to be a weirdo to follow this dude.
When you listen to those conversations that I taped with him, he was all the way foul. And I said I would never play those tapes, right? There's only one other person that I taped, and I never put that conversation out because we was going through an argument.
You literally just said you never taped anybody else but Wack. Go look. He just said he never taped
Wickedest,
nobody else.
foulest dudes.
These tapes, high smarts, you say is.
Was one of the most wickedest, foulest dudes that I've ever came across, and I knew he was playing me the whole time. Like, when you listen to the phone conversations and the things that he was saying, some of these people was his friends. When you sitting up there and you telling me how you set Oscar De La Hoya up, and I'm thinking to myself, like, who does this? That's not my style. I don't move like that. Who does this? So you set Oscar De La Hoya up. You sit up there. You got a sex tape on Nipsey Hussle.
So after hearing him set De La Hoya up, you got the great idea of setting him up, right?
I knew the whole time Wack was playing me. I'm a street dude. Now you ask yourself a question. I've been on the phone with a bunch of A-list celebrities. You've never seen me do that to anybody else.
You never seen me do that to anybody else. You hear that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard that. I've been on the phone with A-list celebrities. You never see me do this to any. You never see me do this to anybody else.
Now you ask yourself a question. I've been on the phone with a bunch of A-list celebrities. You've never seen me do that to anybody else. A bunch of A-list celebrities. You've never seen me do that to anybody else. A bunch of A-list celebrities. You've never seen me do that to anybody else.
Put a 1 in the chat if you got that, all right? Y'all heard him say he never did it to anybody else. Now watch this shit.
So now, me talking to him and me listening to him and the foulness, right? Because nobody brags about being foul. But when you listen to those conversations that I taped with him, he was all the way foul. And I said I would never play those tapes, right? There's only one other person that I taped, and I never those tapes, right? There's only one other person that I taped. Never play those tapes, right? There's only one other person that I taped. And
get out the bowl, you lying ass nigga. You just said you never taped nobody else, and then turned around in the same breath and said you taped one other person with them crooked teeth in the bottom. Oh, them teeth is crooked and yellow. Look at them Jones. That one tooth is all the way brown. Let me make it big. Look at this. That one tooth is all the way brown. All the way brown. That one tooth. Look. Y'all see it? Crooked. Whole layer down there is just crooked. Just like his personality. His teeth more crooked than his personality.
Because nobody brags about being foul. But when you listen to those conversations that I taped with him, he was all the way foul. And I said I would never play those tapes, right? There's only one other person that I taped, and I never put that conversation out because we was going through an argument. And
you ain't put that conversation out because you wasn't beefing with that person, or that person wasn't big enough for you to go back and forth with. That's why you didn't put it out, man. If you still got it, if you still got the conversation, you're waiting.
He's a tough guy. I'm not even going to say his name because I wanted to make sure that he would never sit up there and say that he was just talking to me in any kind of way over the phone because I ain't scared of him. And we was going back and forth on each other. But outside of that, never released no conversation, never taped anybody. It's not my style. But for some reason, I had somebody in my ear telling me like, yo, you need to record him. And it went against who I was, and I recorded it.
He said, now you blaming it on somebody else. Now he blaming it on somebody else. He said somebody else told him to record it. That's not what you said last time. Wait, was he being foul or and you had to record it, or did somebody else tell you to record it? Because you're telling us two different stories. And why are you touching stuff? Hold on. Damn kids. But bro, Now you're trying to blame it on someone else and say, oh, this person heard the conversation and told me, yo, you better record this. Nah, don't try to put it on somebody else. Who was it? You can't even name the person. When somebody doesn't give you a name like this person, it was another person there that was telling me, you don't say the name, you're lying, nigga. You're lying. Because he usually be like, oh, yeah, my man's such and such was with me. My man Checkmate was with me. My young boys was with me. My young boy such and such was with me. You don't know, somebody was told me to record and stop, nigga. Stop. You told yourself to record
it. And sure enough, now if I wouldn't have recorded them, niggas would have never seen how foul he was.
Look, me and Wack 100 just did an interview, but for 10 years we had some level of beef. You know, I didn't rock with him. We had a situation 10 years ago over the phone where, you know, we talked about an interview where he started talking crazy to me, and I'm like, yo, I'm good. So at that time, me and Wack were not in a good space. But even though we weren't, I was still like, I don't like this. I don't like the fact that someone's getting secretly recorded and the situation came out. So, like, for example, my interview that I did with him is going to come out, I think, tomorrow. No, Sunday. We talked about that situation. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, you accuse Nipsey Hussle of being gay. He goes, well, no, I didn't publicly say it. I was recorded by Hassan Campbell, and he put that out. And, you know, that's how that whole story came around. And then ultimately he has to deal with it.
It's your fault. He keep trying to put it on Wack because Wack said it, but nobody would have known about it until you put the damn tape out. Nobody would have known about this tape. Nobody would have known. You put it out. It was yours. This is all on you, Hassan. You did this. And then you kept bringing it up and talking about it.
The repercussions of it. But once again, I understand someone may be foul and they're saying some foul things that you may not like, but ultimately that's a private conversation between the two of y'all.
Exactly.
And like I said, I'm not a fan of you doing that. And this is why, even though you're doing big numbers and everything else like that, I was like, I don't rock with that type of thing because it's happened to me. You know, like I spoke about how Turk, you know, me and Turk had a little bit of a disagreement. We got on the phone. I explained my side to him. I even said, hey, I'll bring you back on. You know, I'll even, like, you know, throw you some money and everything else like that. Come to find out after that interview was done that he had recorded that phone call and put it out. And that's why I don't rock with Turk anymore. Right. Because it's just like, yo, once you start recording phone calls, then no one will ever feel safe talking to you again over the phone.
Right. And nobody will talk to you over the phone now. How many A-list celebrities have you talked to since, Hassan? Huh? Because Wack 100 isn't an A-list celebrity. Tekashi 6ix9ine isn't an A-list celebrity. What other A-list, what A-list celebrity have you spoken to? A-list celebrities don't even know Hassan Campbell exists. You're like a Z-list celebrity if you was a celebrity. You're not a celebrity. People don't need to understand what the difference between a celebrity and a big YouTuber is. A celebrity, everybody knows him. Like Chris Brown. Come here. Hey, Bailey, come here. Come here real quick. I'll show you the difference. Do you know who Chris Brown is? Yes, you know who Chris Brown is. Do you know who Hassan Campbell is? No, exactly. Exactly. That's the difference between a celebrity and my 9-year-old knows who Chris Brown is. She don't know who Hassan Campbell is. When you're a celebrity, everybody knows you. Do you know who Chris Brown is? You know all right. Who's Hassan Campbell? You don't know. Come on, bye, Braylon. You don't know. Neither one of these people are. My daughter want to come in talking about ask me. Every time you ask her sister something or do something with her sister, she thinks she got to be involved. But that's the difference between a celebrity and a YouTuber. Everybody knows who the celebrity is. Not everybody knows who a big YouTuber is.
You see absolutely. What I'm saying?
I absolutely agree with it. And if I was on the opposite side of the screen talking to myself, I would feel the same exact way that you feel. I do not agree with people recording people's phone conversations. Absolutely.
And then turn around and say he doesn't agree with recording people's conversations. but you recorded a man's conversation. You see the hypocritical ignorance that goes on when you talk to this man? I think Vlad did this on purpose to make him look like an idiot. I think Vlad knew what he was doing. You gotta think about it. Vlad is very meticulous. You notice he doesn't brag about Vlad TV, being on Vlad, because he realized he looks like an idiot. He bragged about it one time. And then after that, you don't hear him brag about it no more. Because he realized he looks like an idiot. He knows it. He knows he looks stupid. He knows he looked dumb.
Not, but that was the one time when I felt like it was just necessary dealing with who I was dealing with. Wack is like, Wack.
That's the one time I felt like it was necessary. Yo. I'm not gonna tell you again. That way.
Wack is the epitome of evil. What I would say, the things that I've heard, how he moved, the things that he does to people, just going out of his way to destroy people's lives. Like,
are you serious? Going out of his way to destroy people's lives? You went out of your way to try to bully Bee Stinger because you stole his story. You went out of your way to destroy Bambaata's life because he didn't want to be with you no more. You went out of your way to threaten people's children because they were making fun of you. Lying. You went out of your way to threaten to rape 3 different men this year. I've never heard Wack 100 threaten to rape somebody's children, let alone a grown man. I've never heard Wack 100 make fun of somebody's son getting murdered. Never heard that. Your biggest views aren't your message. Your biggest views are you crashing out. You make it seem like people watch you because you got a message. No, they don't watch you because of that. I say like out of 5, oh, you say you got 500,000 subscribers. Oh no, 400,000. I say a good 350,000 of those subscribers are there to watch him crash out, and the other 50,000 actually believe his message or whatever he think he putting out.
Even to the point where that when he went to Castle Hill Projects and started taking pictures outside of Hocus 4/5's home, where he was raised at, to taunt him. Like, I've never seen a millionaire so miserable.
Look, me, Wack.
I've never seen such a big YouTuber that's so miserable. You get drunk on a daily basis. Talking about my pain. 50 years old, talking about my pain. They keep playing with my pain. My pain this. And then every time somebody call out your BS, you go back to my pain. Because I was in pain. That's why I did it. Kwame Brown, I was in pain. That's why I did it. Cassie, I was in pain. The dude Christian Keys, I was in pain. Every time you go at somebody, I'm in pain. Nobody want to hear that.
Are in a decent space right now, and Wack does a lot of things for on the internet, and he's built up a following with it. At the end of the day, you could have a disagreement with someone, and you could think that person's foul, and if you don't like that person's character, you can always separate yourself from that person. Like I said, me and him didn't talk for 10 years. For 10 years.
Yeah, like all you had to do was just stop. If you thought the dude was so foul and he was doing this and doing that, why didn't you just stop messing with him? You could have just cut ties with him. Oh, this dude foul. Let me get away from him. What real guy that claims he's a real nigga goes and records somebody instead of just simply cutting ties? There was another option. You made it seem like he's trying to make it seem like recording him was his only option. He is talking so much that I just got to record. Yeah, he's purposely sitting like this. He's purposely sitting with his shoulders up like this. Ain't nobody stupid. He's purposely sitting there like that. He's trying to look bigger than what he is, so he's sitting like this. You can tell that's why his head is cocked like this. That's why his head cocked up like this, because he's throwing his shoulders forward, trying to make himself look bigger. But you really look like an idiot. You look like you ain't got no neck. And every time he talk,
not talk, and we're around the same people and everything else like that.
Bloop,
We
bloop,
ultimately
bloop,
got
bloop.
on the phone and we worked
Yeah,
it
his
out.
neck.
But at no point did I
Watch, every time he talk, his neck.
He's that to taunt him.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Like I've never seen a millionaire so miserable.
Bloop, bloop.
Look, me and Wack are in a decent space right now. And, you know, Wack does a lot of things for, you know, on the internet, and he's built up a following with it. You know, at the end of the day, you could have a disagreement with someone and you could think that person's foul. And, you know, if you don't like that person's character, you could always separate yourself from that person. Like I said, me and him didn't talk for 10 years. For 10 years, me and him did not talk. And we were around the same people and everything else like that. But we ultimately got on the phone and we worked it out. But at no point did I ever record a phone call. Did he record a phone call? Anything else like that? Because once you cross that line, you can't come back from that line again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You can't come back from that. Look, his eyes. Look, he look like he about to cry. Why he look like he about to cry? Am I bugging, or is his eyes starting to tear up? Look at his eyes real closely. It looked like he's starting to tear up.
If we separate yourself from that person, like I said, me and him didn't talk for
Look,
10
you swallow
days,
real hard.
and
That's what you do when you try not to cry. You swallow because you're trying to push everything down. He looked like he about to cry in the car.
Following with it, you know, at the end of the day, you could have a disagreement with someone and you could think that person's foul. And
he a mouth breather too. You're a mouth breather. You're a mouth breather. He's a mouth breather. Oh, that's disgusting.
You know, if you don't like that person's character, you could always separate yourself from that person. Like I said, me and him didn't talk for 10 years. For 10 years, me and him did not talk. And we were around the same people and everything else like that. But we ultimately got on the phone and we worked it out. But at no point did I ever record a phone call. Did he record a phone call? Anything else like that? Because once you cross that line, you can't come back from that line again. You know what I'm saying? Like if you and I ever had a phone conversation, I would think he's probably taping. Whether you're taping it or not.
But see, the crazy part about it is you.
So he literally told him, if you and I had a phone conversation, I would think you were taping me, meaning I would never, ever have a phone conversation with you. That's what he said. Basically what he meant. He said, if I was on the phone with you, I would think you was taping me. In other words, I would never, ever have a phone conversation with you. You are a weirdo. He is telling him to his face in a polite way that you a weirdo for that, and I would never ever talk to you on the phone. Them crooked this glass. This what it looked like. This what his glasses look like to me. Look like somebody punched him in his face. And you ever see somebody get their shit split and just and get back on glasses all fucked up. Why he hit me? That's what it looked like. It looked like somebody. Oh God. Vlad. Oh, Vlad. Why'd you hit me? That's what his glasses look like to me. He just sitting there. Look at him. He look like a doofus. He just look like a doofus. That hat should say dunce.
Line, you can't come back from that line again. You know what I'm saying? Like if you and I ever had a phone conversation, I would think he's probably taping. Whether you're taping it or not.
But see, the crazy part about it is you see how you feel about that? He doesn't feel that way about that. He just called me on the phone when he got into the situation with Hocus for a Fifth. As a matter of fact, he called me. I was just touching down in South Carolina. I just made it to South Carolina, and he was on the phone with me, just kicking it like everything was all good. Like it didn't matter to him because it's all.
Stop lying. Wack ain't call you. Stop lying. We gonna Vlad. Please ask Wack about this conversation because I'm pretty sure he would never ever have another phone conversation with this nigga. Why would he call you, of all people, the man that recorded his conversation? Bro, you need to stop lying.
Entertainment.
He been lying.
But for me, it wasn't entertainment because my whole thing is that as soon as I leave you, you know, we did the interview. It was a good interview. We all was laughing and just having a good time. And the very next day, you get on the Clubhouse and tell everybody on Clubhouse you was bragging about Africa Bam. That's he told them that that's why Africa Bambaataa fucks you. He never said that to me.
No, he said what he said to you was you got all this smoke for everybody else. Why ain't you do nothing to the bull who violated you? That's what he asked you. And you said if anybody says it to your face, you kill him. He was sitting right, no more than 1.5 feet away from you. And you did nothing. It doesn't matter how he asked it. He still asked the question. You can keep trying to sugarcoat it and make it seem lighter than what it is. At the end of the day, the question was still asked and you did nothing. Am I right or am I wrong? You can keep saying, oh, he said he wanted Bambaataa F you and he didn't say that to my face. He still asked the question. It doesn't matter if he asked you politely. It doesn't matter if he asked you aggressively. He still asked the question. And instead of doing what you said you would do, you answered it. And you said you still love him. That was your excuse. You said you still love Bambaataa. Weirdo.
In my face. If he would have said that to me in my face while we was together, it would have been on and popping right there.
Look, now he's trying to up the ante. Now is not asking the question. It's saying, why did African Bambaataa F you? No, man. You said if anybody asks you the question, period. Now all of a sudden it got to be stipulations to how they ask it. Come on, bro. Now somebody's going to ask him that. He's going to answer the question. He's going to be like, oh no. He said, why did Bambaataa F you and do this, that? He's going to add something else to it. There's going to be something more. I'll punch him in his face if he said this, that, and the third. No, homie. The first time you said this, you said if anybody asks you a question, period. And the question was asked. You did nothing. Just like when you just faked the shooting, you did nothing. And got a nerve to say, did y'all hear Mano dissing in his track? Did y'all hear Mano? What Mano said about him? Hold on. And then he got a nerve to try to diss Mano, talking about when Mano, the difference between me and you, when I got shot, I wasn't hopping, skipping, and jumping out of my shoes. Nigga, you literally told Vlad that you found yourself hop, skipping, and jumping out your shoes to get up out of there. You literally told Vlad that. Where is that joint at? It's in what's the name? Here we go.
With flavor you choose. Come to the peas, bottles is thrown, bloggers is hit, right on the tube. Family.
He said, bottles is thrown, bloggers is hit, right on the tube. He talking about Hassan. Hold on, listen to what Mano say. He talking about Hassan getting bottles thrown at him and getting shot.
The difference between me and you, Mano. When I got shot,
I ain't run up out of my shoes.
With flavor you choose. Come to the peas, bottles is thrown, bloggers is hit, right on the tube. Family that's lost me.
Why are you trying to make light of getting it? He said, I didn't run up out of my shoes. You still got shot, nigga. Doesn't matter how you ran. You still got shot. You see how he tries to like minimize his situation and exaggerate other people's situations. It's the same fucking scenario, but he'll make light of his and exaggerate other people's. Bro, get up out of here with that, bro. Get up out of here with that. That's some weird. That's weirdo stuff right there. Weirdo. He said, and this other guy, this guy's a weirdo too. Just talk, real talk. He's a weirdo too. Nigga wearing wigs and shit. Bro, you had a wig, bro. You was dressed as a woman.
According to Jim Jones, Tekashi 6ix9ine was never a gang member. He was a money play, a good boy. He was an innocent kid that they abducted into street life. He was never really down with the gang. Are you listening to this federal wiretap where this nigga just ordered a hit on a federal informant and didn't go to jail? And y'all still talking about Jim? Like, I fell off of Jim Jones because of
Nigga, you got picked up by the cops and took straight to McDonald's. You said that you said they knocked your murder charge down to what did he say? An assault. How do you turn a murder into an assault charge? Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Oh, wait. Before we get into this, I want y'all to hear this hypocritical shit he said about Dawn. Y'all know who Dawn is, right? Y'all remember who Dawn is, right? Pow, pow, pow. Get up, Dawn. Y'all remember who Dawn was, right? Now listen to this shit he said.
I sit back and I reflect. I look at my children. They look at me. I've been talking to them lately, and just enjoying life. I can really say that I've been through some things mentally, but when you really sit back and you really analyze, God has blessed me, and it's time for me to start living up to that and appreciating that now, and just living life a little bit, because a lot of people, I'm throwing tantrums and flipping out, but a lot of people don't live how I'm living right now.
Yeah, man, you have an actual following, something that very few people have actually been able to pull off. Like, if I had to start all over again, if Vlad TV had me launched in 2023 from zero,
Watch this nigga smile from ear to ear.
History, I don't know if I could pull it off. I launched Vlad TV in 2008 when we were one of the only games in town. I was one of the only people doing interviews and uploading regularly.
You got 15 kids.
That's why,
all of them got some type of. They all of them
at this
mentally challenged.
But I've been doing it the longest, consistently, in the hip hop space. That's just the facts. That's just the history of it. But you got into it way later, and you managed to get a following. 500,000 subscribers is not easy to get on YouTube, and you pulled it off. And you could actually make legal money, and people care what you have to say.
He pulled it off by riding Bambaata's name and my son name and Jim Jones' name. He did it off of shenanigans and pulling stunts and shit. It wasn't because of what he was saying some real stuff. He was doing it because he was calling the cops on himself drunk and cussing people out in the Burger King drunk, and all of his biggest videos is him drunk. If you really think about it. What are your most memorable Hassan's moments? And think about if he was sober or drunk. Think about it. Think about your most memorable moment about Hassan. What Derek? Drunk.
Been on big platforms like academics, Math Hoffa. Now you can say Vlad TV, add that to your resume. And a lot of people, I'm sure all those people in the projects where you got shot, 95% of the people wish that they could have the type of income stream that you have. Legal.
Look at how happy he is. He looked like a nigga macking to a chick, and the chick blushing. Look like Vlad macking to a chick, and the chick blushing. Oh, shorty, you beautiful. Damn. Were you from around here? No. I ain't from around here. Don't it look like that? Look like he's somebody. He look like a chick.
Talking shit, giving your opinions, not having to go to a 9-to-5 job,
Look at him.
not
He
having to
can't
punch a
contain
clock.
a smile.
You know what I'm saying? Like not having to work for a boss that you hate. You actually are making it on your own from scratch, creating your own content. So
No, he didn't make it on his own. He needed Sinetta, Doggy Diamonds, Start a Report to start him off. He did not make it on his own. See, this is what Vlad, you need to do. You need to do more research, Vlad, and find out where he started. Because nope, he didn't start off on his own. He went and got Doggy Diamond, Sinetta, Star Report, Layla Wills, Real Drunk G's, whatever that guy name is, who always sound like he's stone cold drunk. Sinetta's lapdog.
So don't throw all that shit away because you get angry and want to lash out one day. Because, like I said at the beginning of the interview, you got extremely lucky to have a shoulder shot and, your arm still works and everything, right?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Shoulder shot and, your arm still works and everything, right?
Yeah. This is no less than a week after being shot. Yeah, my arm's fine. I can still move it. Nigga, you wasn't shot. They took an old bullet out.
See what I'm saying? Like, you could have had an arm that's just permanently in a sling. Or, like I said before, you could be in a wheelchair. You could be on life.
You ain't get shot.
You
That
could
shit
be
was
dead.
fake.
You know what?
When bullets, these are not Navy SEALs that are shooting at you, that are precision. No one aimed for your shoulder. You just happen to get hit in the shoulder.
When I see guys like Nipsey Hussle gone, and I feel like Nipsey stood for something, and I'm still here. Young Dolph was doing good things. I'm blessed. I could have been gone.
Yeah, you could have been Nipsey easy. You could have been Dolph easy. These are all people.
Yeah, but he's not a celebrity like them, so nobody would have cared the way they cared about him. Actually, a lot of people would have been happy, to be honest.
They're hanging out in the same type of environment that you were hanging out in. Your old neighborhood, surrounded by people that you knew, grew up with. And with that, like Boosie always says, people get hypnotized with hatred. This is why Boosie moved out of Baton Rouge and never came back. And that's the problem that I think a lot of people.
Now listen what he say about Dawn.
To come back where you came from and you made it, it's like, oh shit, I remember, oh yeah, yeah, I remember when we were in elementary school, you said you would do this and you actually did it. And, no, I've been watching all your videos and, we go back all these years. That feels really good. I love when people that I haven't talked to in 20 years tell me they've been following my stuff and how much they've enjoyed it. And they start talking about certain things, man. There's nothing like that feeling. But at the same time, there's those people that were around you who haven't done shit with their lives. And you're a constant reminder of how little they've done themselves. That type of anger will start to care. And,
oh, God, Vlad, shut the fuck up. You talk too long.
Like you said, you said it. See, in a situation with me, I was kind of hard on the young boys in Bronx River.
Now listen.
And particularly, one named Don. I was hard because Don was a young boy that I had so much love for, but he was a young.
You had love for him? You sold that man's murder on your Patreon. That's what you do to people that you have love for. You sold. That's 2 deaths you sold on one of your platforms. You sold your mother's death, her dying on her deathbed, pooping on herself, and she begged you, not to put this on the internet, and you put it on the internet. You put Don's murder on. You put the man murder on his internet and said you had love for him, bro. You's a weirdo. This is some weird ish to listen to. Knee slap in the building. What's up, good brother?
And
Ain't seen you in a while.
particularly, one named Don. I was hard because Don was a young boy that I had so much love for, but he was a younger version of Africa Bambaataa.
He's a younger version of Africa. Then you got love for him, but then say he's a younger version of Africa Bambaataa. Where they do that at? You did the same thing with your man B.O. I think that's the guy name, OB or BO or something like that. I don't want to mess the bull name up. You did the same thing with him. You act like that's your homie and then talk about something he scraped 2 women. And now you're trying to say Dawn is like Bambaataa. After you made fun of his death. Pow-powed on him. Remember when they pow-powed on Don? They was like, Don, get up. If he dies, he dies. Y'all remember that video? That was the video where he showed him pulling the fake BB gun out, turned his back and cocked it. That was that video. When he had the army fatigue on, he was making fun of this guy that he's talking about right now. Y'all remember that video when he had the army fatigue on? He had the army fatigue hat and the army fatigue jacket and shit, looking like somebody back in 1992. You see what I mean? This is the stuff that he does.
His murder is on the internet is horrific.
It's on the internet because you put it on the internet. Wow. This is amazing. This is amazing. I ain't even listened this far. I just heard him say, yeah, the Bull Dawn I had love for. And I just stopped it because I wanted to do a live reaction. But for you to be like his murder is on the internet, like you not the one that put it on the internet, like it wasn't you, that's crazy. That's real crazy.
Don was a young boy that I had so much love for, but he was a younger version of Africa Bambaataa. His murder is on the internet is horrific.
He put it out there.
It hurt everybody, but there were so many allegations on him and so many people that he raped boys and girls. And because of the little circle that he ran with, those females, those people in general, they went.
Wait, so why didn't you say this to this man while he was alive? I didn't even know you wasn't a mod. You should have been a mod a long time ago, knee slap. But why didn't you say this shit to him? Why didn't you say this stuff to him when he was alive? You waited till the man died to make fun of his death and then go on a national platform and say that he did things to little boys and little girls. Why didn't you say this when he was alive? Dawn was alive when you went on YouTube. Dawn was alive when you started YouTube. Why didn't you say this when Dawn was alive? This man's family is still out there. You see what I mean? This is foul right here. To sit there and listen to him talk about how foul Wack 100 is, and to sit there and listen to him say he had love for somebody who death he made fun of, profited off of his murder, and then turn around and say that he did something to little boys and little girls after his death, where he's not even here to defend himself. You ever notice that? He's always telling these stories about people who aren't here to defend themselves. None of the people that he ever tells these stories about are ever alive or around to defend themselves. Why is it always that? Yeah, 39 people in the building. We need 40 likes. I mean, 35, 40 people in the building and only got 39 likes. Come on, family. Hit that like button. Right. He hasn't even apologized to the family yet. This shit is crazy.
Intimidated. So that situation where me speaking out against him kind of probably sparked the hatred with some of those guys.
You didn't speak out against him. You made fun of his death. That's what you call speaking on. That one tooth just, that one crooked tooth at the bottom just sticks out. You see it? Right there. That one crooked tooth. It just sticks out. Every time you open your mouth, that's the first thing you see is that bottom tooth. Just. And all his other teeth is standing like this. That one tooth is like this. Get out the bowl. All his other teeth is standing straight, but that one tooth is like this. Get out the bowl. But how is? But I'm trying to yeah, family, hashtag mink mop that like button, family. But how is you making fun of his death and then putting his death on the internet and making money off of it? You speaking out against him. You weren't speaking out of it against him. You were profiting off the man's death. That's not speaking out on him. That's two different things.
Guys in Bronx River, the ones in, I would say in their 30s, you know, and with me, I have to apologize to the younger generation because the younger generation wasn't around for Africa Bambaataa. And instead of me keeping the animosity with the elders, I let some of my animosity trickle down on everybody. The younger generation had nothing to do with the situation with Africa Bambaataa.
Bullshit. You just using that as an excuse. We still want to know because none of the people or the old heads that you said let you down are even alive or still in Bronx River. So why did you go back to Bronx River instead of going to Bambaataa? We know that you've been in contact with Bambaataa this entire time. It's a proven fact that you have been in contact with this man. You're probably still seeing him. You've been in contact with Africa Bambaataa. So why didn't you go to him instead of Bronx River? Because you wanted attention. You don't want justice. You want attention. You just want attention.
And I didn't have a right to aim my anger towards them. So I would say that, you know, for the most part, with the situation with Dawn, you know, I'll say this to Bronx River. Some of y'all mad at me for saying what I said, but how do you stand next to a dude? I mean, this dude was so much of a tyrant, he knocked his mother out unconscious in the middle of the projects. And we talking about...
When was this? Why didn't you say this when you were making fun of his death? Why didn't you say this when people came up to you and told you to take the video down? Why are you saying this now? 2 or 3 years later. Why is this coming out now 2-3 years later? Because you're lying. You just want to play a victim. You want to justify you making money off the man's death. That's all you're trying to do. You're trying to go on the national platform and justify you making fun of a man's death and profiting off of it.
We ain't talking about an 18-year-old, but this dude was like 30 years old, maybe 28, 30 years old, knocked his mother out in the middle of the projects. Most men that I know don't have the balls to raise their hand at their mother. We get mad at our mother, we walk away. To actually pick up your fist and knock your mother out, he doesn't respect anybody. You know, so that's what you're defending. The fact that he has rape cases on.
There you go. Bro, you always try and justify the shit you do. And it always goes back to this, right? Tell me it doesn't. Whenever you call his bullshit out, it always goes back to something like this. Oh, he was playing with my pain. Oh, he did this and he did that. So why didn't you say this shit before? Why wasn't this ever mentioned before? When this whole thing blew up, why didn't you say that then? Where was this at when this whole thing was relevant? Where was all this extra stuff at? You never said none of this.
on his jacket that he's been locked up for. There's multiple allegations, and even with his friends in the projects, he done knocked most of them out as well. You know, so that's my thing right there. I'm never going to stand by and support a rapist ever. That's something that I hate with a passion.
But you just said you love him. But he literally just said he loved him. So you got a thing for loving R-wordist. You got a thing for molesters, and you got a soft spot for these niggas. You say you don't support them, but on the other hand, you say you love. That's two different alleged molesters that you said you had love for. You got a soft spot for these guys. And then on the other hand, why wasn't none of this mentioned when this shit first came out? Why did you wait 3 years to go on Vlad to say this? You did 2 or 3 videos on Dawn. You never mentioned this once. Now all of a sudden he's a rapist. He love him. He got a thing for him.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel the same way. You know, but luckily you made it.
You can see in his face that he's lying because he's trying hard to keep a straight face. You can see the twitching in his lips and his eyes that he's trying to keep his face straight.
You're alive, you're breathing, you're a father, you have a lot of kids. You know, now is your chance to kind of rebuild whatever relationships aren't at the best, you know, status right now. And you have a lot of years ahead of you. You know, if you just keep your head down and doing the work, man, and what you do doesn't require you to go to Bronx River Projects. You can do it in your own house where it's safe. You know what I'm saying? You can talk your shit in your living room if you want. You don't have to go to where you came from and go on this tirade and start getting into it with people and everything else like that, man. This is our first time meeting. But ultimately, man, I want you to have a long and fruitful life, man. You know, we could disagree about things, but that doesn't mean that I want anything bad to happen to you. And you know, I want this to be the last time you get shot. I want this to be the last time you ever get into a violent situation. You know, I told myself at one.
In other words, you're never coming back on that platform again. That's basically what he's saying. And you know you're not coming back, right? That's basically what he's saying. He's saying it in code because he had to get shot to come on the show. He said he didn't bring him on there because of the fuck shit that he did with Wack. But then when he got shot, he milked the story. So him telling him, I don't want you to get shot anymore, is basically him saying, you know you ain't never coming back.
Down and doing the work, man. And what you do doesn't require you to go to Bronx River Projects. You can do it in your own house where it's safe. You know what I'm saying? You can talk your shit in your living room if you want. You don't have to go to where you came from and go on this tirade and start getting into it with people and everything else like that, man. This is our first time meeting. But ultimately, man, I want you to have a long and fruitful life, man. You know, we could disagree about things, but that doesn't mean that I want anything bad to happen to you. And you know, I want this to be the last time you get shot. I want this to be the last time you ever get into a violent situation. You know, I told myself at one point, like,
get out the boat.
I plan on not getting into any more violent situations for the rest of my life. I don't know if it's going to be true, but I live my life.
You ain't want to get in Vlad don't want to get in no more violent situation that the Rick Ross and had them boys whoop his ass at the BET Awards. You ain't had no business being at the BET Awards in the first place. Fuck you at the BET Awards for. We don't celebrate nothing Jewish over there. What the fuck you doing over there, Vlad? It's hard not to cuss with these dudes. But yeah, after Rick Ross and had Gunplay and all them whoop his ass. He got a good, what he got, like $5 million off of that? But I bet you don't want to get into no more. I bet he don't. I bet he don't want to get into no more altercations. They whooped his ass at that BET Awards.
With that philosophy. Now, that doesn't mean I'm scared. You know, if I have to go somewhere where it might be potentially problematic, I'll bring armed security with me. And I'll bring actual police security or ex-police security guys that are legally carrying a gun, that will legally shoot you and then legally get on the stand and
He can't afford that.
Explain what happened. You know, the days of me bringing my homies around and they end up getting into it with someone and I got to deal with the repercussions, that those days are long gone, man. You know, you could do a lot of things. You know, at the end of the day, you can go anywhere in the world as long as you prepare for that situation.
He can't afford it.
There's no reason to go there.
He can't afford that type of security. Remember when he came to the internet asking for donations, talking about I'm gonna need lawyer money, I'm gonna need money for shooters because they trying to kill me. He ain't got no money to afford that shit. He making a good penny off of YouTube, but it ain't enough to buy armed security.
I don't go, you know, I used to take my camera and go to the projects and film. You know, I used to go to people's blocks and, you know, when they tuck in their gun right before the interview, they're looking around for drive-bys and shit like that. I'm not doing none of that shit anymore, man. You do an interview with me, you're drive-bys.
Look, that turned him on.
I'm not doing none of that shit anymore, man.
Look, that turned him on.
Interview, they're looking around for drive-bys and shit like that. I'm not doing none of that. And, you know, when they tuck in their gun right before the interview, they're looking around for drive-bys and shit like that. I'm not doing none of that shit.
That turned him on. Ooh, Vlad, you be out on the block? Ooh, Vlad, you be out on the block with the shooters? That turned that nigga on. You saw it? You saw a nigga face light up? Ooh, Vlad, you be out there with the shooters? Ooh, stop it. You're making me blush, Vlad. I look, yeah, that nigga Bussy got dripping wet when he said that shit. Ooh, Vlad. Oh. That nigga said, ooh, Vlad, you be out there with the shooters? Oh, touch me. Oh, Vlad, touch me. Oh, shit. Yeah, I know I'm too much. I know I'm too much sometimes. I know. That nigga nipples got hard and then a rock. His nipples got hard than a rock when he said that. Ooh, you be out on a block, Vlad? Touch me. Ooh, touch my pussy. Vlad. Oh, Vlad.
Man, you do an interview with me.
He licked his lips too.
Like that. I'm not doing none of that shit anymore, man. You do an interview.
He licked his lip too. Ooh, Vlad. Oh. Touch me in the morning, Vlad. He licked his lips too. Yo, what did I tell you? She's waiting for her grandma. Stop trying to use her as an excuse to come out here.
My camera and go to the projects and film. You know, I used to go to people's blocks and, you know, when they tuck in their gun right before the interview, they're looking around for drive-bys and shit like that. I'm not doing none of that shit anymore, man. You do an interview with me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm glad I watched this to the end. That nigga stroked his chin hair and licked his lip. He was turned on. Licked his lips and everything. Smiling ear to ear. Face got all bright pink. Oh my God. Vlad, run.
Camera and go to the projects and film. You know, I used to go to people's.
He knocked Vlad out and took his butt after that. You know that's what he was thinking. I'm about to knock Vlad out and take his booty.
Blocks, and you know when they tuck in their gun right before the interview, they're looking around for drive-bys and shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm not
doing them blocks.
Man. You do an interview.
I'm about to knock him out.
You're sitting where you're sitting right now in my studio.
I'm about to knock his ass.
You know what I'm saying? With camera.
That's what he's thinking right now. I'm about to knock Vlad out and take that nigga booty. He don't even know it. That's what that. This is Hassan Campbell's conscience. I'm about to knock Vlad. I'm about to knock Vlad. See, the reality of it is, he gonna sit up there and look all cute. But the reality of it is, I'm about to knock Vlad out and take his booty. This is Hassan conscious speaking. Vlad over there asking questions. But the reality of it is, I'm about to take that. Hold on, Leonard. You keep making me laugh. Hold on, Leonard. I can't do it. You keep making me laugh. This is Hassan's conscience speaking. Police Campbell. Hold on, I can't do it. Y'all niggas making me laugh. Hold on. All right. This is Hassan Campbell's conscience. Hold on. This is Hassan Campbell conscience speaking. Vlad sitting there asking these questions. Hold on, wait. You got to the part you got to do the. He don't even know. The reality of it is, I'm about to thigh the shit out of Vlad. I'm about to thigh the shit out of Vlad. He don't even know. Oh shit! Yeah, it seemed like he happy that his addy gave him some attention. But that whoa. Oh man, y'all niggas is crazy. You said I'm cutting up today? Yeah, I had to. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. He said I got my lip gloss popping already for it. His thighs were in constant jeopardy. He said that nigga's thighs was in constant jeopardy at this moment. His thighs were in constant jeopardy. I mean, look, you notice that he leaned a little bit. He checking his pockets and seeing if he got his Vaseline with him. You notice he leaned like this to the right and to the left. That nigga checking his pockets like, do I got my Vaseline on me?
And right before the interview, they're looking around for drive-bys and shit like that. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, one of them goes back to the pocket.
Me, you're sitting where you're sitting right now in my studio. You know,
look at this shoulder.
With me
when
around
you go like
drive-bys and shit like
look
that.
at this shoulder right here.
I'm not doing none of that shit anymore, man. You do an interview and right before the interview.
Look
they're
at this
looking around
shoulder
for
right here.
drive-bys and shit like that. I'm not doing.
Look, he check his pocket. Act like he checking his pocket, see if he bought that grease with him. Bought that lube with him.
None of that shit anymore, man. You do an interview with me, you're sitting where you're sitting right now in my studio. You know what I'm saying? With cameras everywhere in Midtown Manhattan, where it's safe for everybody. Something happens in the studio, it's not
How you smile? One tooth
safe
come
for
out.
everybody. Something happens in the studio.
Hold on, how you
you're sitting where you're
smiling?
sitting
One
right now in
tooth
my
is only
studio.
showing. Get off the internet, one tooth. Get off the internet, one tooth. How you smiling? One tooth just hang out like, hey, what's up, everybody? What you doing? That one tooth just popped out like, hey, what's going on out there? That one tooth is just hanging on for dear life. Hanging out his mouth like, hey, what's going on here? It's cold, man. Shut your lips. It's cold in the motherfucker out there. That tooth hanging out like, hey, nigga, shut your lips. You see me down here cold? Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? With cameras everywhere in Midtown Manhattan, where it's safe for everybody. Something happens in the studio, it's not going to be a mystery as to where it happens. There's like,
oh, something is about to happen in that studio. He about to take that butt. Vlad, you don't let him. I'm telling you, Vlad, he gonna take that butt next time you bring him there. He gonna try to take some booty next time you bring him there. Don't bring that nigga to your studio no more. Hold on, let me slow this one down. Shout out to Mac Mean, true story. That's my homie. Mac, don't let Venezuela up on that goddamn platform no more. Please. People are begging you not to let that motherfucker up there on that Toothless Rufus. She called him Toothless Rufus. Get out the bowl, one tooth. Get out the bowl, one tooth. I don't know. He got all that money. Come on, Sigma. You know how we used to do back in the day at the park. Come on, Sigma. You know how we used to do back in the day at the park. You getting roasted. And you know I'm a fool with this shit.
According to Jim Jones, Tekashi 6ix9ine was never a gang member.
2 thighs, 1 tooth.
A good boy. He was an innocent kid that they abducted into street life. He was never really down with the gang. Are you listening to this federal wiretap where this nigga just ordered a hit on a federal informant and didn't go to jail?
I mean, you told us that the cops picked you up in Connecticut and took you straight to McDonald's. I bet you ordered a Big Mac with extra Mac sauce. Because you know you like your Mac sauce. You know you like that Bam sauce. And I bet you got a large large McYik Yuck, a large thighs. he go to Tricky D's. He don't go to Mickey D's, he go to Tricky D's. Let me get a large Yik Yuck, a large thighs, and a sweet lady. That's what he get when he go to Tricky D's. Let me get a large Yik Yuck, a large Bam special Yik Yuck. No, let me get a large Yik Yuck with some Bam sauce. Let me get a large Yik Yuck with some Bam sauce and make that a large thighs and a sweet lady. That's what he get from Tricky D's.
And y'all still talking about Jim. Like, I fell off of Jim Jones because of Ant Live and certain dudes like that. But the reality of it is, like, niggas want to play. We could play. We could play all day.
Shut up, nigga. You the only nigga in the hood with some good pussy. Y'all bugging today. I'm bugging today, y'all. I'm tripping. I need to calm down. All right, Remy, that's enough. All right, so y'all need to tell me. All right, Remy, that's enough. All right, Remy, that's enough. You're the only nigga in the hood with some good coochie. Shut up, nigga. Need
so
to
now
stop.
y'all listening to Jim Jones.
Somebody stop.
Clear as day, Tekashi was never a gang member. Y'all calling Tekashi an officer for getting kidnapped and beat by his own crew.
It doesn't matter if that shit happened to him. He still portrayed that life, and even after the situation, he's still portraying the gang life to this very day. So he's not a civilian. He was a gang member that told on his homies. I don't give a funk what they did to him. He should have retaliated instead of calling the cops. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to make light of him snitching, but you called him a king. So which one is it? Is he a civilian or is he a king? You're flip-flopping, nigga. You did the flip-flop thing on me. You're flip-flopping. You're flip-flopping, nigga. You're flip-flopping. That's what you're doing. You're flip-flopping. Because how do you go from being just a simple civilian that was kidnapped and beat up from you calling this nigga a king? You was calling him a king.
Set him up that he was never a gang member, that he took care of. But scratch all that, because I'm not here to defend the Tekashi. He totally told. But you gonna tell me that Jim Jones just mysteriously got around he on 2 federal wiretaps. He's part of 2 federal indictments. And he got around both of them? But you got Casanova 2 times doing all that time up north? And one of Casanova 2 times charges was promoting gang activity through his music? Nobody promoted gang activity better than Jim Jones.
Shorty on some bullshit.
Getting drunk. Like Like Magmean stated in the title, getting drunk off eggnog. What I'm drinking right now, but mine is non-alcoholic. Oh, I actually ain't got no more. I gotta refill it. But this nigga drinking alcoholic eggnog. You can tell. You don't sip eggnog. Eggnog is too good to sip. To me, I don't sip that shit. I chug it. I can my cup don't last too. Last night, my cup didn't even make it to the bedroom. I had to turn back around halfway back to the bedroom. I'm walking back to the bedroom. I looked down. By the time I got to the door, the whole cup was gone. Aboriginal, man, what's up, good brother? Coon Harvester, peace and welcome. Whatever that name means. I hope it don't mean what I think it means. But hey, whatever floats your boat.
You think he gonna be going to the strip clubs and all that type of shit? Like, Shotty better get on his A game.
Shotty, I already know Shotty. You know that nigga's a demon, homie. You know that nigga live with shit like this, homie. He gonna treat that nigga how he was doing, shotting shit up. He gonna be around with that nigga shit up.
Bro, you need to stop with this playing shit on your phone. Because we can barely understand what the hell is being said. This is annoying, bro. You've been on YouTube for 6 years and you still ain't learned how to fucking share your screen. You still ain't learned how to fucking you still ain't learned how to get on StreamYard and share the screen. You still ain't learned how to do that because it's getting extremely annoying to listen to these videos and you can't even hear what the hell is being said at all. You can't hear it at all. You can't hear none of it. Oh, well, now I gotta take that off. Wait, let me take it off. Gotta take my case off to charge it wirelessly. My lamp has a wireless charger and I had to take the case off to charge it. But anyway.
He got nothing to lose no more. This is all he had.
Well, he better get them.
This is all he have. He ain't got nothing to lose. Little nigga gave them dirty niggas the world. They best days and the best days of their life came from Tekashi. Not
And the fact that you again talking trash about people who cannot defend themselves. That's his MO. He either talk trash about people that he knows is not going to respond or pay him no mind, people that are dead, or people that are locked up and can't defend themselves. You would not say that about these young bulls if they were still. Why ain't you had nothing to say about these young bulls when they were still running the streets? Why didn't you have nothing to say about these young bulls when they was actually out on the street? You waited until they got locked up. You're a cornball.
Jim Jones?
Like, you gotta stalk Shorty every move. One of them security better get hit. Some better happen.
One of the security better get hit.
That's not him. You can't use that saying that. That's not admissible in court, jackass. Is this what you're saying? He ordered a hit on? Is this you saying him ordered a hit? He never technically he never said go shoot somebody. He said one of them niggas better get hit. Meaning, these niggas keep playing around, something gonna happen. He didn't say he was going to do it. He didn't say nobody from his gang was going to do it. He didn't make no order to make the hit. You're taking a scenario and twisting it. When did he order the hit? Listen to what he said.
Some better happen.
And the best days of their life came from Tekashi, not Jim Jones.
Like, you gotta stalk Shorty every move. One of them security better get hit. Some better happen.
One of the security better get hit. He just ordered a hit on security.
That's not him ordering a hit, bro. That's just saying in general. This nigga keep playing around. Somebody better get hit. That's not him ordering a hit. That's not admissible in court, jackass. If you knew the law, you wouldn't be saying this. I don't even know the law like as much as a lot of people, but I know enough to know that that's not him ordering a hit. It's not admissible in court. That's probably why he got off. It's not admissible. He never directly ordered the hit. He just said somebody better get this nigga keep playing around. Somebody better get hit. He never said, yo, go hit the security. You need to go hit his security. That's a direct order. Him saying somebody better get hit doesn't mean. That's like me saying that nigga head better get bust. He keep talking that shit in Bronx River. Is that me ordering a hit on Hassan? Would that be me? If I said that nigga head better get bust or something, he keep talking trash, that nigga head better get bust. Is that me ordering a hit on Hassan, or is that giving my opinion? Because that sounds like Jim Jones giving an opinion, not giving a hit order. That sounds like Jim Jones giving his opinion, not ordering a hit. It's inadmissible in court, bro. That's not him. You're reaching. You're reaching. That's an opinion, my nigga. That's not him ordering a hit. You don't know the difference between an order and an opinion, doofus.
And Tekashi on a federal phone that was recorded, and the feds was on Jim Jones. So he basically coerced Melly in the whole conversation. He coerced Melly in the whole conversation.
How did he coerce him? Do you even know what coerce means? Do you know what that means? That means Melly was unwillingly getting into this conversation, unknowingly and unwillingly getting into this conversation. Didn't sound like he didn't know what he was talking about. It didn't sound like he didn't want to have that conversation. I don't think you can't even spell coerce.
On the indictment.
You can't even spell it. Shut up.
The next day, the whole crew locked up.
That's Tekashi told.
After this phone call with Jim Jones, the next day, the whole crew went to jail.
It wasn't the next day. You're creating a narrative. It wasn't the next day. The conversation didn't come out until after they went to jail. So how do you know that? This conversation did not pop up until after, damn near a year after this whole shit happened. So how do you know that this conversation happened the day before they got locked up? This dude creates narratives. He just spins stories and creates narratives, bro. This shit is crazy. You can't even come up with some real information to win the argument. You got to spin the narrative. That's what him, Zip do it, and he do it. They take small bits of information that they really didn't listen to or barely understood and flip it into their own narrative. Because this audio didn't come out till like a year after Tekashi went to jail and got out, and the video still wasn't out yet. So how do you know that that's how it happened? You're lying. You're making stuff up.
Hello,
you're lying.
You better start doing something. Once he start tearing the security down, ain't no security gonna want that job. He gonna have to stay in the house pretty soon. That's it. That's what happens. Once security get injured, Them niggas like, nah, he's too much of a liability. I'm not gonna protect nobody that I know that is causing harm to us. No. And that's all these niggas gotta say. Well, shit, let niggas know, man, bro, we gonna tear the security up, bro. We not even worried about you, bro. You ain't even, we gonna tear the security up.
And he said, "Shotty, not him, bro. You need help. You need help. I want to hear what he said about Mano, though. I want to hear that stuff he said about Mano. Let me go back. I'm pretty sure they got that part. Pretty sure somebody clipped that one little part about Mano. Oh my God, just talk real talk. Go somewhere, bro. I can't stand that goofball. He's a stone cold weirdo. All right, so this channel is Noom TV. So shout out to Noom TV. Give credit where credit is due. So Noom TV clipped this video, clipped this audio of S Pawn Chess. What's up, bro? Hey yo, you want to know another thing that I noticed? Old Mr. Weirdo ain't never said nothing about me again ever since I responded. That don't let you know that nigga didn't know that he was wrong. That let you know a nigga knew he was wrong. I just want to point that out real quick before we get back into this. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? The boy that made a video on me, butt hurt because I didn't pay attention to his comment. You notice he ain't had shit to say after I responded to him, right? Because that nigga knew he was wrong. Just wanted to point that out.
Exhibit C. You went out the club. The lies you tell.
Correct.
Ran out of his sneakers and you gonna talk to me about the battlefield? Go to the project, throwing bottles, and get shot. Say word to your mother. You ain't run out your shoes and leave shorty. We gonna get the word to your mother. Oh, they talking about they lobby boys. Don't say they. I said it. Mano jumped out the window. He playing with the wrong one. Playing with the wrong one. The best thing you could have did, Mano, was keep your mouth shut. But then again, I know that was strategic because you knew I was going to hear what you said, and you knew I was going to respond. You need the views. Now, Exhibit A, Mano said in the room that he was in, you heard it out of his mouth, that he had the majority of people in the club. Exhibit B, this is Mano's show. That's what he left in the club, laying on the floor, just like that, holding her head. Exhibit C, she was with Mano. He got his shirt off in the club, feeling like he the king of Brooklyn, flexing his muscles with a scar on his face.
Wait. What? Wait. Why are you always noticing this about men? When you just described in this same exact live when he was talking about Christian, he was talking about how pretty he was and how he was flaunting his pretty ass everywhere, and now you talking about Mano in the club flexing his muscles. Get out the bowl. This nigga said he was in the club with his shirt off, flexing his muscles.
Nigga, you gay. He felt like Exhibit C. She was with Mano. He got his shirt off in the club, feeling like he the king of Brooklyn, flexing his muscles. Got his shirt off in the club, feeling like he the king of Brooklyn, flexing his muscles. Got his shirt off in the club, feeling like he the king of Brooklyn, flexing his muscles. His shirt off in the club, feeling like he the king of Brooklyn, flexing his muscles. Got his shirt off in the club, feeling like he the king of Brooklyn, flexing his muscles. Got his shirt off in the club, feeling like he the king of Brooklyn, flexing his muscles with a scar on his face. Club, feeling like she was with Mano. He got his shirt off in the club, feeling like he the king of Brooklyn, flexing his muscles with a scar on his face.
The fuck? The hell type stuff is you on? He got his shirt off in the club, flexing his muscles. He got his shirt off in the club, flexing his muscles.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
He felt like he was the Mano. There's nothing in this world faster than a pew. You get the pew out the club. Pew. You went out the club. So now you hear him just.
What?
Shut up, pussy! Shut your punk ass up.
Nigga, what is you talking about? Nigga get to shooting at me in the club if she's not my wife? Or the mother of my children? Or at least a girlfriend? Bitch, move! She not fast enough to get out the way. She getting trampled on. What are you talking about? You got me fucked up. If I ain't got enough time to save her ass and she ain't my wife, the mother of my children, or somebody I love, Heisman, she getting waterboyed out the way. Then what are you talking about? Is this nigga bugging? Bobby Boucher right out the way. You never know if he just met that girl in the club that night. If it's his girlfriend that's fucked up.
Describing going back in the club to go get 80 is shorty that got clapped in the club. He ran and left the. No, that's a figment of his lying imagination. He's a liar. They didn't tell him he had to leave. There was no reason for him to leave. You was the victim. Why would you have?
How do you know? Were you in the club? Were you in the club that night? He always telling the story like he was right there as an eyewitness. Were you in the club? Did you see what happened? Were you there? No, we saw what happened to you. We didn't see what happened to Mano. We saw you. The bullet's hot. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. The bullet's hot. Ow, ooh, ow. Come on, bro.
Have to leave. The lies you.
Let her. I'm not playing. If she not a loved one, right out the way. She getting stiff arm. Derrick Henry. Y'all see that stiff arm Eddie George gave to Ray Lewis? Hold on. Y'all see that stiff arm Eddie George gave to Ray Lewis? Bruh. That's how I'm doing it. If she not a loved one, if she not a loved one, this is what it's gonna look like.
Way we went at each other.
This is what it's gonna look like. Not the tackle. He got him that one time. Watch the next play. Watch what happened the next play.
27.
Play with the control range and
Only nigga to run Ray Lewis over. My cousin.
You carry my joke.
There's never been a rivalry between two warriors.
Get off me. That's how this is exactly what I'm doing. Get off me. Get off me. If she not my wife, a loved one, get off me. I'm stiff arming you ain't know that? Nah, Eddie George is from Abington. He say Philly because Abington is not a known place. He's from Abington. It's not a known place. We say Philly because it's the closest city to us.
We went at each other.
Hold on. Where that joint at? Hold on. It ain't it. Let me show you the stiff arm. Get right, this right here.
Be there looking at
this
it.
right here.
Here comes Ray Lewis back to the
Get off me.
bang. I mean, he takes.
That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I am doing. He talking about you ran up out of there and left your girl and blah blah blah. That's what it's gonna look like. If she not my girlfriend, my baby mom, a wife, or a loved one,
Eddie George down in the heartbeat. Look at Eddie's back in his face saying,
that's what it's gonna look like. That's exactly.
be there looking
Look, this is exactly what it's gonna look like. They get to shoot. Boom, 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 boom.
at
Boom,
it.
boom.
Here comes Ray Lewis back to the outside. Bang!
Get out my way, bitch. Move, bitch. Get out the way. You bugging. He making it seem like he wasn't getting shot at. What was he supposed to do? Stand there and say, dun 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 dun. You see how he tried to like make it seem like he was a punk for running at gunshots? What the fuck was he supposed to do? Stand there and be like, I'll deflect the bullets. Don't worry. That shit running out my shoes, drawers, socks, anything to get the fuck up out of there. What are you talking about? He made it seem like he didn't run. Mano didn't go in the club talking about I'm ready to die. And then when the shots get to firing, hop, skip, and jump back to the car. Mano went there to party. He didn't go there expecting war. You went there looking for war, found war, and took the fuck off. What's worse? What's worse? I'm truck stick like a motherfucker. Get off me. Remy. I don't care if she holding my shirt. I'm going to drag her like, you ever see Spike? You ever see Little Giants when Spike dragged the bull so much that his jersey stretched? That's what it's going to look like. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You ever see the movie Little Giants? When Spike drug the bull all the way to the end zone and his jersey in the back got stretched out? That's what it's going to look like. Wait for me, Remy.
His job is to ran out of his sneakers and you gonna talk to me about the battlefield? Mano remixed his song with BG and he just put it out. And in his lyrics, the little part that I played on my Instagram, he mentioned how YouTube bloggers go to the project, throw in bottles, and get shot in his song. Now, everybody talking about he made that song before it happened. No, BG was in jail. BG just came home from jail. He remixed the song. BG.
What are you talking about? BG been home from jail for like 4 months. Fuck is you talking about? There you go again, create narratives. BG been home for like 5-6 months. What are you talking about? You got shot less than a month ago. What are you talking about? He made that song with BG months ago. He might have remixed it and had shots fired at him. I don't know. But I know BG didn't just come home. Ooh, my wife home because my phone just connected to the car. My wife home because my phone just connected to the car. Your mom home.
He just came home. So, of course, he put the remix and did the remix.
Yep, Jersey turned into a dress.
Because Mano on his own does not sell. His biggest song was one of the wackest songs I ever heard called Hi Hater. You see me, Hi Hater.
Let me say this real quick. I agree with Haas on that one. Mano is garbage.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I can agree with that. Hi Hater was the most annoying song. One of the most annoying songs I have ever heard. That song was annoying as fuck. And I ain't gonna lie, man. No, I ain't gonna say garbage. He's just not hot. He's not corny, but he's not hot. You know what I'm saying? He like lukewarm. He alright. He alright. I knew he was home because my phone connected to the car. Do I want what? No, I want that. What's this?
This is spicy too. Try it. This is good.
Yeah, you can get it in chocolate milk. Want chocolate milk? This what Hassan had when the cops picked him up. This is what Hassan talking about some Jim Jones snitch. This is what Hassan had when the cops picked him up. Pass me that barbecue sauce right there. Pass me that barbecue sauce right there for these fries. You said what now? They can have. They can have some fries. Here, put this in the kitchen for me. Pass me that barbecue sauce right there. That's how Hassan was in the precinct. They took that nigga straight to McDonald's. They only take you straight to McDonald's when you ready to tell something.
Mano, it's just my opinion. Don't take it no way, homie. And I'm in New York, Uptown Harlem. I always said that, like that high hater song, it's annoying.
It was annoying to me.
But
I'm not gonna lie, that song was pure annoyance.
But listen, Haas, you got to slow down, my boy. You know, never mind, go ahead, man.
I went to the projects and called the shooters out live by myself, waited for them niggas to come downstairs, and they shot.
That's gangster. Stupid, but gangster.
Nah, this boy, hey, Noom, you sound like an idiot. That is not gangster. He didn't call out no shooters. How you go out there calling out shooters when they're not out there? Go out there and call them out while they're outside. Don't go wake them up at fucking 9 in the morning talking about he called out the shooters. You ain't called out no motherfucking shooter. This boy Noom, you sound like a dummy right now, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. You sound kind of dumb.
I wish I knew how to sing that song. I don't know the words. And you left one of the baddest is on this planet. You left her in the club on the floor. You ran past Techstone. You ran past Troy Ave. Soon as you heard the shots, you said, pew, you was out. Then you waited outside.
So when you heard them shots, you ain't run? You ain't run? That's exactly what you did. Matter of fact, you took off before the shots were fired. Y'all start packing y'all shit up to get in the car before these people even got up the hill. How you gonna talk about this nigga and you start packing your camera and shit up to run before the shots were fired? He ran. You said he ran after the shots were fired. You ran before the shots were fired.
And you went back in the club with your head down, humiliated, because to watch you walk back in the club, you ran out with your
He went back in the club where they were shooting. Have you been back to Bronx River? Has anybody seen Hassan Campbell back in Bronx River? Huh? Anybody? Has anybody seen Hassan Campbell go back to Bronx River? No. Mano went right back into the club. Doesn't matter if he went back in with his head down or not. How the fuck you know if he had his head down when he went back in the club? You wasn't there. He always telling details of a story like he was right there. You went back in with your head down. How you know? You wasn't there.
shoes off, with your shirt off, and you want us to believe that you're the illest nigga in Nebraska? Mano, say word to your mother. Let's play a game, Mano. Say word to your mother. You ain't run out your shoes and leave shorty. We gonna get the word to your mother. You can talk that.
Say word to your mother. You didn't start packing that camera up and get the skedaddling before them niggas got up the hill. Say word to your mother that you even got shot. If you want to play that game, say word to your mother that you really got shot and didn't just get them old bullets taken out. You had an appointment to go get those bullets taken out, so you went to Bronx River to start some shit up to make it look like you got shot. That's what you did. That's what you did. He said he called out the shooters and they answered and he ran. Right. He called out the shooters, them niggas answered, 2 of them, and he ran. What did you, like, how are you making less of Mano? At least Mano, and that seems even more gangster. He walked back into the club with no shoes and no shirt. where they were shooting. You were fully clothed and took the fuck off. Beep, 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 beep. This bullet's hot. Oh, what Bully said, what Gilly said, this bullet's hot. Get that fuck out of here.
To niggas that was in that club that saw you do the pune, you couldn't talk after the pune. There's nothing else left but smoke. Bugs Bunny back in the days that they used to have the pune. Remember the pune? The pune. You the pune. Talking tough, man. I seen your team in a crisis before.
So you didn't pume out of that Bronx River situation? Because we have not. You've been saying you're going to retaliate and have not. They weren't even shooting at Mano. They were shooting at you. They were shooting at you. Did you go back to Bronx River? Nah. But that's where I'm going to stop it at, y'all. I got to go head out and go do some things. We went 3 hours anyway. I went longer than I usually go. And why do you have a hot pepper? Go ahead, bite into that. I ain't even gonna take it from you. Go ahead, bite into it. You gonna find out. You gonna find out. Mano should have paused this live and escaped too. But all right, y'all. I gotta get on out of here. I might be back tonight. I don't know. I got some Christmas stuff to do. So hopefully I can come back tonight. But Hassan Campbell.
Shut up, pussy. Shut your punk ass up.
For real. For real, though. But anyway, shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that stopped by. Like I say, every live stream. It's y'all who make these lives lit. Don't forget to like, share. So hold on real quick. Yo! What y'all doing? What? Screaming like that, boy. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that stopped by. Like I said, every live stream is y'all who make these lives lit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure it's on all so you can be alerted and notified whenever I drop this heat. It's your boy, the one and only Brenda's baby, Remy L. You just that a piece of my chair? You were just tuned into my they breaking my shit up. You were just tuned into my ITV. I see y'all when I see y'all. Until then, Hassan.
You better be careful, little buddy.